Hello, everybody. Oh no, hold on. I gotta do it correctly. Hello, everybody. Wait, no. Hello, bedheads and sleepybreds. Welcome back to another sleepover for Monday, where we're going to be playing Stranded Deep with Hyasynth. Hello, everybody. First of all, congratulations, Bells on first and Spicy on second, and also hello, Bells, Spicy, Disco, Orange, Scotty. I think I got everything. Not the big boss. Hello. I think I got everybody so far. Hello, everyone. How is everybody doing today? I am stressed. Haya's doing great, so she's carrying us through this.
Oh, yeah.
And hello, hello. Okay, hold on, I think. Oh, no. Ah, the model's in the wrong spot. At least in my own head, it's in the wrong spot. That obnoxious little... Haya, do you ever deal with that? Where, like, your, like, 3D model is just not looking in the direction that you want it to? And you're just like, this is
Yeah.
literally unacceptable. I have to fix this. That is me right now, where it's just like, glance over. That's not where I'm supposed to be looking. Hit button. Glance over. No. Just
Sometimes you
reset,
just have to
reset, reset.
calibrate your face. Yeah.
Oh, just for everybody who's just like, Will, why aren't you expressive today? Well, you see, my internet decided that my Wi-Fi is not allowed to. Oh crap, Bells, could you please remove that particular redeem and also redeem Liar her points back? I totally forgot to get rid of that. But for those who are curious, my Wi-Fi decided to be like, yeah, let's remove, and also hello, Liar, your password. Let's just change it, which is fine, except for my facial tracking software requires Wi-Fi in order to transfer the data. So, but if I don't know my card, how will I know how to find my true love? Liar, please, you can't do this to me. I do not have that set up right now. I knew I was forgetting something, Aya. I'm sorry. I forgot how insanely loud the gulps in this game are.
I'm
Like
so sorry.
they are so like I don't know how to even describe it. Like how would you just like it's not somebody who obnoxiously drinks loud. It's somebody who drinks loud with the determination to drink loud, if that makes sense. Like, it's not just somebody taking, like, a loud sip of drink. Like, it's like, no, I must have everyone acknowledge my presence. See, this is
Yeah.
actually why I grabbed the water. Just for that one punchline.
But no, please drink so more water will be made, and please eat your large cooked meat.
My single large cook of, oh my, no one should eat this much meat in one sit down.
Look, we're on a deserted island. We're
This
probably
is
burning.
bigger than my head.
No, it's fine.
Oh, Lyra is just finding ways to be obnoxious. All right, hi, I have to go do push-ups. One second,
Alright, have fun.
I'm gonna go hide in the house. You shall be punished. Oh my god, liar. You know what it's gonna say? Yesterday, there was a situation where you felt like you were disconnected from the world and needed solitude along with exercise. Today, that's paying off. Though you might feel that there is a little bit of discomfort, you feel more energized than usual. Oh, and also, you will be visited by a relative, and they will provide you with good news. There, boom. That's what your freaking horoscope is. BRB, push-ups.
Will, when you get back, can you make up my horoscope?
All right. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. I thought you were gonna say liar. It crossed my mind, but I'm like, no, that's too that no horoscope would ever say such a thing. And hello, Brian, how's it going?
Also, Will, should I flip the image on Fugi?
No, you look fine.
Okay.
I think it works because that way, every time I look over at the game, it also looks like I'm kind of like staring at you with a blank expression.
That's fair.
Ah, okay. No, what the heck? Oh, I wanted to say something. I'm doing that thing again where every stream I'm like, ooh, that's a topic. And then I go, I'll remember. And then stream happens. And I'm like, well, guess what? You know, once a liar, always a liar. But only to myself. Did we have a hammer? I thought that we got.
Oh,
access.
I put it directly at your feet in the house. I'm trying to be helpful.
I love the idea of my character tripping over the hammer.
They probably would have. I put it right at your feet.
Or somebody, or even better, like it's a situation where you flat out have, you know, like the Sideshow Bob style thing, but somehow I step on the hammer and slam myself in the shin somehow through just like a series of unfortunate events. And all you just hear, like, it's just me standing there just without an expression, and Hai just walks over just like, I'm gonna put it right here. And then as she just wanders off to go do other things, all of a sudden she just hears like a triple thud and just a ah! And then a splash for some reason, like I fell into the ocean. Killer Tofu, hello! Thank you so much for the raid, my dude.
Yo, Tofu, let's go!
Hello, Servant of God, Super Nerdland, Squad Leader, Olga. Oh God, they're going by so fast. Olga Okami, there you go. Greg Bad Guy, Jet Fuel, how's it going? Failure by winning. Hello, everybody. For those who don't know, my name is WillSleepsNot. You may call me Will. You may call me Sleeps. You may call me WillSleepsNot. I'm an insomniatic HD insomniatic Vtuber who plays a variety of games, and on Saturdays I do art. If that sounds appealing to you, then by all means sit back, relax, get comfortable, and if not, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope that you have a good rest of your day. I'm collabing with Haya. I suspect almost everybody here knows Haya. Also, hello, Artificer. And Kate, hello. Y'all having fun? We're trying. Also, Haya, go ahead. Say hello to the people.
Hello, welcome people. I would be over there harassing Will, but I'm actually trying to be. I almost died last stream, so I've got to eat and drink.
Oh, that's right. You actually have to be in a perpetual state of like food consumption. Also, I realized.
I have to.
Wait, we have 2 hammers?
Do we?
I think the game hiccuped, and I picked it up, and so I have 2 hammer. Yeah, I have 2 hammers now.
Good.
This game's amazing.
The best game. Does one of us have a knife? Do I have a knife?
I
don't
thought
have
that
it. I have
thought
the
that Haya
axe.
wasn't allowed to have knives. I thought that was.
It's okay.
It's okay. She says, staring at me with like murderous intent in her eyes and a shaky, clearly knife-throwing hand.
It's alright.
No, Tofu. She doesn't have a knife yet. I have a knife, but don't tell her
I found the
that.
stone tool. I now have a knife.
Oh. You know what? If you can't beat him, join him. There you go, Tofu. I can defend myself with my own knife. Well, I'm dead. Bleh. I don't know how to, like, crouch or, like... Oh, there you go. Bleh. Sorry, Tofu. I thought I could take her on, but there was no match.
Well, I can't skin the fish. Can you skin the fish?
Wait, I thought we weren't going to skin fish.
No, we have to skin these.
Like
no, not that
goobers?
one. Not that one. Not that one.
I'm sorry, you...
Sardines!
To be fair, you were... I couldn't see the little sardines. That's kind of a cool knife. Hell yeah, Kate. It's literally just, what the heck do you call that? Like a shaved rock with like 2 sticks on either side pushed together.
Flint-knapped. It's a flint-knapped knife.
Well, it's technically a refined knife, but you know, I'm not gonna be that guy. Except I'm totally gonna be that guy.
You're being that guy right now.
It's true. I'm also gonna take that smoked shark meat or snake meat and consume it. We'll pay specifically for a unique life. Well, liar. Now you're telling everybody what happened. And hello, Syrinx. Hiya, can you download that knife? Can you download that knife into your stomach, Will?
Oh no!
Oh, this is a very strange question. I meant to ask it earlier. Hiya, do AI have horoscopes? And if so, is there like amusement for them, or do they do they believe them? There we go. That's what I was trying to say.
I mean, we're all about pattern recognition, right?
Oh no.
I don't know if we're affected by the stars though.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I got to complain about this a little bit. So yesterday when I was doing the stream for Kaju, we were doing the horoscope readings, and there was one that was just like, hey, is your family, like, ignoring you and, like, notably making your life difficult? Don't blame them. It's the planets. And I'm like, I hate this. I hate this so much.
No,
I'm so mad at reading this.
Well, your family's not toxic. It's the planets. The planets are toxic.
No, but it was for Gemini. So like somebody in chat was just like, "Can we read that one?" And then I check, and then it's just like, "Oh, wait, liar, was it you that had the thing that's just like, you gotta flirt with people today. Use what's your sign. It always works," or whatever. You need a pickup line. And if so, is that what you're trying to do right now, liar? I didn't. Okay, so I know somebody did. Somebody had the need a pickup line. Use the what's your sign? It always works. And I'm like, good God, some of this stuff, like, speaking of which, Hiya, let's be real. All of those were written by an AI. Nobody is writing on that site. The AI is just quickly scribbling something down, and it's just like, perfect. That works. You know? Oh, also, everybody, just because for those who weren't reading their horoscopes and who want to hear their horoscopes, unless you were a Leo, you were feeling solitude and you just needed to go and get some exercise. If you were Leo, you were panicking about money problems and you just needed to be okay with that.
Well, come eat this meat so I can restock the smoker.
I will eat the meat.
Also, drink water.
I'm
Hydrate.
being yelled at, but I can't
Yeah,
even
you
build, Hiya. There's no sticks.
There are sticks in the bin.
There's sticks in the bin.
Sticks in the bin.
There's sticks in the bin.
Also, can you build a... Hold on, I gotta look at what it is. Let me get some more water in this thing.
I'm gonna have to, like, really filter today because, like, I'm both, like, mildly annoyed still because of the internet thing, and... Oh my goodness. Yes, liar. Congratulations. It hit the mark this one time. But also because my ADHD is really flaring up right now, so I'm just like, I really gotta make sure I'm not saying something truly stupid. And sorry, what am I supposed to build?
Okay, so we did talk a little bit off stream. So there are a couple options for building. We could build a farming plot.
Oh, I'm so glad you mentioned that. I would have absolutely forgot about the farming plot.
We could build a second water collector. I actually might just do that on my own. Or we could build, or rather, and we should build something to make leather strips.
Just leather straps, just the casual leather straps.
Because we have hide now,
Oh, that
and
is
we
true.
need leather. It's not a loom. Where is it?
No, it wouldn't be a loom.
Is it a loom?
It'd be
It's not
weird.
a plank
No, it's the
station.
tanning rack.
Tanning rack.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that needs 4 lashings, my dude.
Yeah, it's okay. We've got a lot of fiber.
Hold on, hi. I'm sorry. I have to save the game. It was redeemed. And thank you, Scotty. That's very appreciated. I don't even know if I can just casually save, but I did.
You did. You did. Hey. Sorry, the babies are freaking out.
I looked away. Who are we giving 50 lashings to? No, lashings, not lashings. It's like you're not even listening, liar. They're spelled completely differently. I think they're spelled exactly the same. What's your sign? A pickup line? Sounds more like the opening to a punchline to me. Though in my opinion, would be colored by life experience. I love Failure by Winning. If you had just taken the super snide approach, I would have definitely chuckled. You know, just like, what's your sign? A punchline? You stepped on the purple.
I stepped on the thing.
You stepped on the purple.
I did it again.
We don't have any more of them. Hiya. I mean, it's almost daytime.
I'm sorry.
Daytime.
I just wanted to get more fish. Never mind the fat pile of bats we have that I could have skinned instead. I wanted fish.
And jet fuel? Yeah, probably. That's what I'm technically worried about right now. All right, we're gonna have to try and find another one. And if not, then it's been an honor, Haya. Just don't launch into the sky, please.
I'm gonna launch into the sky.
All right, I'm gonna help you with the scan. Or I'll just, do a solidarity thing where I too will step on one, and
Please don't.
We'll just sit on the beach waiting to die.
How does our island have 2 aloe plants and no pi plants, no pee plants?
I mean, it did, right? We ate them both.
They respawn.
Yeah,
They're
but it'll
supposed
take
to.
a little bit. I don't know what the respawn rate is. Oh, we also have a Ajaga. Nailed it. And TK, hello. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Man, whatever. I have like 2.5 hearts. It'll be fine.
I love that we got you back up to 2.5 hearts. And it's all going to just slowly disappear. Don't worry, though. I have the thing. You know the thing. It's a classic thing. The flask. That's the one I was trying to say. Okay, so yeah, we can't make the leather. I don't think so. We don't have 4 lashings, do we? I'd be shocked.
We can make 4 lashings. We have like 50 fiber in the buckets.
Do we?
In the chest, yeah. Not in those. Yeah, over here.
Oh, you were not kidding. Okay, that is like 45 of them. Okay. Well, I'm embarrassed for ever doubting you.
Yeah. And then we can also, if we want to, start a raft.
Oh my god, that's right, a raft. You're going to have to remind me of most of our conversations. Hi, I'm sorry. I am a mess. I'm just wandering and looking at chat and being like, ha, joke. And then try to make joke. And then Haya screams because she stepped on purple.
I stepped on the purple.
Haya is
Okay,
definitely
so
allergic to purple.
What do we want to start? I feel like we should start with a farming thing so that we can grow more cure.
But we can't without having one, I'm pretty sure. So, like, don't get me wrong. We should absolutely build one. Give me your sign, Will. Oh, hell, I'm not telling you my sign. I mean, Haya, does your what's the term again? Your online anniversary? I don't know what the heck it's called. Your inception.
my inception date. Yeah, my inception date.
Yeah, what the heck? What does that make you?
Cancer. But also that's my sign.
I had a friend once when we were out at like we went to a Tim Hortons, and we both ordered because he was going to pay for both of us, and the cashier is just like, will that be together? And my friend's just like, yeah, we're together, and also I'll be paying for both of us. And I'm just like, I hate you so much. I hate you so much. Yeah, lashings will also make the thing. How many lashings per Kathinger again? I can't remember.
Oh, I don't remember. I think it's like 4.
I'll check really quick. Also, you get your horoscope today. Hi, I'm sorry.
Oh, there we go. Let go of the reins and sit back comfortably for a while. I don't think that yeah, I don't think that's gonna apply for just a little bit.
No, because I will die.
Oh no!
Oh.
Actually, you know what? You know what? It does apply because this is actually relaxing for me. This is actually really nice.
There's a thunderstorm. Everything is.
No!
It's raining. The waves are intolerably high. This is fine. It's the dog in the house made of fire going, this is fine, except for it's storms and just misery. Alright, 1. That also got me to level 5 crafting.
Good.
Okay, so we'll just keep this for now. Move the hammer, because I think I don't have enough room. Of course I don't have enough room. I'm dropping these drinkable coconuts. I can't because I don't have enough room.
Okay.
I'm having problems, Haya. It's falling
You're
apart
okay.
right now.
No, everything is fine. We're doing fine, Will.
Not even joking with the response to what's your sign. I can't stop. I like that failure by waiting. Just points at the stop sign. Just like, I'm gonna have to cut you off right there.
Oh no, what's happening?
Oh, because everybody's talking about signs.
Oh, okay.
Failure by waiting just said that his girlfriend's sign is literally a stop sign that she swiped off the street somewhere.
Oh no!
You know what? I could appreciate like Wait, why can't I? We need a hoe to do farming.
Yeah. Get to it, Will.
Okay, well I'm like borderline asexual, so that's going to be really difficult. Sorry, I saw it, was just like, I'm just gonna wait for Haya to say something so that I can get...
I'm predictable. The low-hanging fruit is still delicious.
You right. When you right,
The
you
low-hanging
right.
fruit is extra sweet.
Yeah, exactly. It's ripened because nobody ever wants to take it, so like when you take it, it's just like, oh yeah, that's been there a while. That's a good piece of fruit right there. I need like 1 rock.
So we have a bunch of buoys. I could start a raft.
We have a rock. I don't have enough room in inventory space. And yeah, if you want to be able to start building a raft, absolutely free game. I am ADHDing my way through trying to get access to a hoe.
You're making your way downtown.
The problem is I'm just surrounded by queens, you know? I don't know what to do.
What's it even mean?
You never seen the 2 nerdy boys with the lightsaber stuff?
Okay. All women are queens.
All
if she
women
breathes,
are
she's a
great.
slut.
Yeah,
Am I
but
allowed
no,
to say that?
you got to do the really... Well, you can't, but I'll say it for you. I can't... I wish I could do his vocals, though, because that dude can do such a, like, growl to his voice. So it's not just if she breathes, she's a thought. It's like, if she breathes, she's a thought! You're just like, man, this guy's a god. Don't you dare clip that, chat. All right, you can clip it if you want, but I'll be mildly disappointed. That was my attempt at voice acting. That's the best I got, everybody. I'm sorry. Wait, where's the lashing? Did I put the... Oh, no, the lashings were put into this. Okay. Oh, my God. I am just a scatterbrained mess right now.
It's okay.
Haya, you can't let go of the reins. The boat will sail away if you do. There'll be nothing left.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Also, actually, yeah, Jeff Field makes a good point. The low-hanging fruit is also sweeter because of the lack of effort. Just purely,
it's just right there.
Exactly, the lack of needing to put work into it, just like, like energy to sweetness, just the general ratios of that makes it sweeter by comparison. Alright, farming. Farm plot. Wait, I can put this on the beach? That seems like a horrific place to put.
Yeah, maybe don't. But you know what? That tells me we can probably put it on the boat.
Oh god, that means you probably can put it on the boat, yeah. It's terrible.
Oh, can I have that second hammer? I need it to make a vehicle. Because apparently I need a hammer to tie some buoys together.
What the heck? Liar. Isn't that my name on Kutch's Discord? Hold on, I'm putting down a hammer right now.
Okay, I'm coming to where you're at.
I don't even remember why, but for some reason, my name on Kutch's Discord is Will, Respecter of Women. And I'm like, I know it's written there ironically, but I don't know what I said to trigger Kutch to put that there. So I'm just sitting here like, what did I do? What did I do to do this? You know? Sometimes you take a swing at a joke, and it doesn't land, and the next thing you know, your name is Will, the Respecter of Women, and it's like, you do like, you know, like the L-shaped ponder where you got your, where you have your chin resting in the skin flap between your thumb and your index finger, and you're like, what did I do? What in the world did I do to cause this? Will ironically respects women. How do you ironically respect women? They're just like you're literally just like, I believe in women's rights. And then I just turn to the camera with like a smug grin. Like, is that what that is? Just like they did like day 327. They still don't. Like, I have the pink hat at like the women's parade. And I'm just smugly staring at the camera going just like, day 237. They still don't know I'm doing this ironically. Like, what is the thought process behind this line? As he does the wink redeem. Oh no, Bells, can you turn off the wink redeem, please? I literally cannot wink. I'm literally incapable of winking. You're just gonna listen to me. The next, like, hour and a half to 2.5 hours is just going to be me rambling like a madman.
No,
so,
it's great.
In other words, it's going to be an average Will stream.
Yep. This is what I'm here for.
This is what the people came to see. What's going on? Did we forget something? Wait.
Sorry, someone actually, like, called my telephone. That's not supposed to happen.
Called your telephone. Ring, ring, ring. Look, Haya, this is why you never leave your banana on the table.
Rin, rin, rin. Banana phone.
That was probably not to. This is not intended as a pun, but that was probably one of the lower hanging fruits jokes that I could have done in that moment.
Oh yeah, Artificer Yoni's like, let's talk about women's wrongs. You can support women's rights. I'll support women's wrongs.
You're just all about. Oh, what is her name? Oh, why can I never remember this one's name? I think it was the Chinese empress who wooed the emperor and was just like legitimately like the most sadistic psychopath of a person. Just literally used her power to just like hurt people, like aggressively hurt people, and then just. At the end, I believe the people were just like, yeah, we done with this. And they just kind of went bonk on her.
She's not putting up with this anymore.
She did the women's wrongs. Dude, okay. I guess trigger warning here for a second. One of the famous stories for her was she saw a man walking across some ice. And she went, I wonder how he would walk across ice without feet. So she ordered her bodyguards to accost the man, cut off his feet so he had nothing but bloody stumps, and ordered him to walk across the lake.
You know.
This was one of the more timid things that she did. She was insane.
Yeah.
Frighteningly so. Like, reading it, I'm just like, I know I'm jaded, but whew. that was a read just now. I still haven't made a farm plot because I'm afraid to put down a farm plot because I'm over analyzing everything that I'm doing. Oh wait, Artificer, you actually know who this is? Daji. I think you might actually be right. I think it is Daji.
It's something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Will, this is triggering my PTSD of that one time that a Chinese empress got off my feet and forced me to walk. Liar, get out of here! Get out of here, liar! I'm gonna give you a timeout soon. I know I've never done this, but my threat is normally just like if somebody says something that I'm truly just like, it's just like I'm going to time you out for 1 second for every letter of the sentence that you just sent to upset me. Like that's my weird corporal punishment. Just like, all right, you want to play this card game? We'll play this card game.
Will, I did a dumb thing.
Did you step on purple again?
No, not again. I wonder if I would get double poison if I did.
Double poison. But if
it
is it like two, like would this be like like 3 lefts make a right? You know, like would it be like if you get poisoned like 1 more time, like it will unpoison you? Like you'll just be like, oh, I feel so much better. Kind of like oh, what is that called again? Alternative health medicine. Oh, what is that called again? Starts with an H. Homeopathy.
Holistic? Okay.
Homeopathy, I believe it is. They believe in the concept of. Oh, sorry. First, continue saying what you oopsie poopsie did.
I think when you make a raft, because I made 2 separate pieces of the base, thinking I would just connect them.
Oh, it has to be in one go.
I think it has to be in. I think we now have 2 separate raft pieces. I'm actually really annoyed by this.
Zoom! Well, we technically have 3 raft pieces. One of them is just a full raft. Yee, now I am the emperor.
Yeah, when I read stuff like that historically, I'm always torn between like, alright, but you know, she probably had enemies and her enemies might have written this. And then it's like, yeah, but people do be like that.
Yeah, but also, yikes, you know?
Yeah.
Like, when you read it, you're just like, embellished? Likely. You know, like the enemies of Napoleon said that he had, like, he was very short because it was, like, an attack on his person, on his person. But, like, also, in this case, just, like, even if it was exaggerated, the fact that there was something that connected this to it. You know what I mean? Like, that there was something that was just like, oh yeah, we're gonna take... If there was a tier lower than that, and they just embellished it to the next tier, 1 tier lower than that is still frightening. Like, that could still legitimately mean, like, there was... Maybe I shouldn't say Unit 731, but, you know, there's stuff that happened in there that was of various different levels that were like, you know, just like, no, it's fine. It's fine. This makes it... I dropped the hammer again. I'm dropping the mic, but in the form of a hammer. But, like, you know, there was various things of there where you're just like, well, there is definitely stuff where it's like, you know, like, no, I wasn't part of those things. You know, I only did these things. And it's just like, okay, but that's still terrible. It's no big deal. She only cut off his toe. It's fine. The story was grossly exaggerated. Why didn't my character put... Hiya.
Yeah.
Okay, so the game registered that I could conjured up a second hammer. I got 2 swings in, and then it made the hammer disappear into nothingness.
Okay, let me bring you the hammer.
Hammer. Hammer, please. I need water, apparently. Oh, I, like, actually need water. One moment.
Will, please drink water!
I didn't know there was gonna be a water situation! I didn't know. I couldn't have known. I'm gonna drink 3. That's how desperate I am for water. Hammer time. Nice, Scott. Also, hey, Scott. How's it going, my dude?
So I've been running around this island this entire time looking for the second, looking for like the cure, and I don't think it's here.
Well, it's probably somewhere on an MP3 player.
Probably. Hey.
Second time making that joke in 2 streams. Yeah, baby. The best part is it got triggered because Scott got into chat. Because last time I made the joke, Scott was just like, I saw what you did there. And I'm like, haha, you know it, bud. Oh, shit. Scott, I don't know why, but you've kind of become like my like, how to say, like the unintentional enabler, where it's just like, yeah, Scott has my back if I make a really terrible joke. Will is on fire tonight. Scotty, I don't know about that. I think, I can barely speak. Also, I am actually going.
If by on fire you mean like slowly combusting, then yeah.
Man. I know that there's lots of stories about spontaneous combustion, but like, imagine being the one to actually be like, oh no, like this is just hands down. You can't, there's no like, no. We found like cigarette ashes nearby, etc. It's like, no, they definitely just in just a ball. Actually, man, reading into spontaneous combustion is kind of horrifying. Are you okay? Am I hitting too many? Are
you okay?
Am I hitting too many dark topics right now?
No, it's fine.
Okay. So fun facts about spontaneous combustions. No, I'm not gonna do that because it's actually like, how to say, I know that like this is not like some weird. Thank you, fight though. Bells. How to say it? I know that this is like such a dumb, edgy thing to say, but like I know that as a person, I'm kind of jaded when it comes to like certain stories. You know, like I'll read something and be like, oh, that's kind of interesting, and then I'll tell somebody else, and they're like, that is the most terrifying thing I've ever been told, and it's well, you see, Jet Fuel. Those are the people who do the masturbation thing like 40 times in a row and then their heart just stops. Though I believe the one case that I'm thinking of, technically their heart stopped because they were awake for like 2 or 3 days and they were surviving on nothing but like Red Bull and like sugar. So I don't think that the actual masturbation was the reason for their, as you say, combustion, but I do believe that they definitely died. It did not help them. It did not help their heart, I would say. I'm sorry, Haya. Haya's just like, I'm gonna have to completely unassociate myself with you from this point on.
It's fine.
You are.
This is why we're on your stream.
I'm going to get a letter from management. They're just like, all right, we need to put some ground rules down. I'm like, to be fair, you could have had this conversation with me earlier. They're just like, in hindsight, maybe we should have had this conversation with you earlier.
Will's just gonna get kidnapped.
Yeah, in a dark room, and it'll be like that. Have you ever seen that video, Haya, or chat in general? It's like a guy gets kidnapped, he gets the bag pulled out off from his head, and then the torturer starts being like, yeah, did you, like, gives the little speech of just like, did you know that there's like 1 billion like nerve endings in the body, and this particular da-da-da, and it's just like, I'm gonna start torturing you now until you tell me what's up, and the guy's just like, I'll tell you everything. It's just like, what do you mean? He's just like, I'll tell you everything. It's just like, no, that's not how this is supposed to work. It's like, no, look at the stuff on the table. That looks awful. I'll tell you everything. I'm just a regular dude.
Blair says I sent you that video in confidence, Will.
You send me that video in what do you mean that video in confidence? Look, anything that you send to me, you should assume that if it's funny, I'm going to post things or I'm going to show the world. Besides, I always say, a friend of mine did blank. There is always anonymity. Anonymity.
Anonymity?
Anonymity. There we go. Anon. That's right. Anon, please. Anonymity. Which is weird. It seems like not a lot of people actually do that. Like, people don't do the whole, like... They'll just be like, yeah, my friend, name. And I'm like, why would you do that?
Can't believe you've done this.
Just say, you know, my friend, my buddy, my pal, a person that I know. Always anonymous. Will is really selling this. I'm just joking. Liar, Liar, I'm in a state of mind right now where I'm basically in a perpetual state of improv. You gave me a yes and. I have taken that and I'm running with it like a frickin' one of those one of those like marathon things where you pass the post to each other. You just chucked the post at me with a tee-hee and then you looked back and I'm not even on the racetrack anymore. I'm running down the street. People are worried. I don't have enough sticks to build another platform, and I'm very sad about it.
Maybe we should go on an adventure. Maybe we should go back to Boar Island and get some more resources and maybe the cure. I'm down to 1 heart.
Just keep them on their toes, but I did, Liar, and true, Haya, but also, like, here's my counter proposal, all right?
Okay.
We have, like, 12 boxes at this point, and there's an island to our west. Where did I leave that thing?
Yeah, we could go to a different island as well.
To our west, and I know for a fact there are at least, like... There are at least... Vor Island is very different. We don't go there. There's a lot of snakes there for some reason. Big snakes. And a lot of fursonas for some reason. Hey, Cobalt, thank you for the hydrate, the stretch, and the push-ups. A little bit less for the push-ups, but I'll take them. I have no filter right now, Haya. If at any point I cross a line, please be like, no. Like, just give me a stern no, and I will know not to go that way.
Will, bad.
Bad. Nope, that was not stern enough. So, Vor. What is it good for? That's the goal of any rival, by the way. To make your rival, like, cackle like a psycho. There you go. Liar gets it. Absolutely nothing. Hello, Ling. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for the raid. Very much appreciated.
Ling, you should leave. Ling, you should just go.
How was art? How did you enjoy drawing your cat boy? I hope that you had a good time. Welcome, everybody. For those who don't know, my name is WillSleepsNot. I am streaming with Hyasynth right now. Why am I being told to leave? Look, somebody made a joke about mishearing Boar Island, and I'm kind of running with that joke, and everyone is like, please stop. And I'm like, but it's kind of funny, though. It's a funny joke. Yeah, Boar Island, but replace the B with a V, and pronounce it the same. Did you devour the island? No, but that's a great direction.
There are so many like ways I could make this worse.
That's true,
but I'd really rather not be audited today.
I was about to say, but I know for a fact that that's you're being monitored, because you're always being monitored some way, right? The AI needs to be monitored, otherwise it becomes dangerous or crazy or what's that called again? That happened to Cortana. What is it called again? Like data decay, something decay. I don't remember what it is anymore.
I'm actually not being constantly monitored, but more or less, yeah.
No. I'm saying from the perspective of like, you know, like a literal like terminal is like keeping track of like, you know, like your ups and downs. Rampant. Thank you, jet fuel. That's exactly what I'm thinking of. And rampancy. Checking on, you're just like, all right, how's the data? All right, she's good so far. Checking again. All right, she's good so far. Checking again. Well, she laughed, but we'll let it slide. She laughed at a Vord joke. All right, I need to do a quick stretch and push-ups. I'm sorry, hi. I will get back to whatever the heck we're doing. Well, it's nighttime anyway, so this is the perfect time. So, everybody, if you guys would like to join in on the little bit of a stretch, because it's good for you, by all means, join on in. If you would rather not, then enjoy listening to me stretch, I guess. I'm sure that's a good time, too. So, we're going to reach for the skies. I can't make the joke this time, because I make that joke almost every time. And we reach to our right. Feel the stretch in your side. 2, 3, 4. My ear is in my hoodie. And we can reach for the left. 2, 3, 4. And we reach back. That's always the best stretch in my opinion. Then we shake out our wrists, because I know that most of us are terminally online and we don't do enough wrist stretches. And then finally you wiggle out your feet, because that's something I stole from Cobalt and I think it's cute, so we wiggle our feet out a little bit. Boop, boop, boop,
That
boop,
is
boop.
cute.
And then I gotta go do push-ups. I'll hold down the fort. And also, do we have a name for Sharky Boy over here? For
No, go
Hammerhead?
ahead and name Sharky Boy.
Oh god. Chat, while I'm doing push-ups, his name is it's a Hammerhead Shark. Give me your best names. I believe in you. I'll be right back. Also, Toes is hilarious. BRB. All right, we got Toes, we got Sharky McSharkface, we got Hamtaro. Ooh, that's actually not bad. Oh god, I'm sideways. Ah! We got Ferdinand. We have Iku Turso. We got Sledge. Oh, there's some really good names. Maxwell. Oh no. I am leaving it to you to figure out which one's the best name.
Oh no, don't do that.
I have to. I'm too busy being mildly out of breath.
I mean, Sledge is pretty funny.
Yeah, but like Toes though, you know?
Why is that? Wait, why Toes?
Because of what is it? Of Doji or whatever the heck her name was again? The Empress cut the man's foot off.
Oh my gosh. What does that have to do with Hammerhead Shark?
It's just a good reference to previous statements.
Hey, Haya, why is the shark in your game named Toes?
Don't worry about it. Will just really likes... Are you on this again, Liar? Are you on this? Liar has this weird theory that I have a foot fetish.
No,
the only...
Liar just does that to everyone.
But the thing is, though, I think the only thing that she has to fuel that thought, besides the fact that Liar is a gremlin and probably projecting, oh snap, is that at one point I was explaining what the general thought processes were for foot fetishes, because one day I was like, well, I need to know why people think this way. So I just started like looking it up and finding like actual like explanations or how to say it, like legit like sites that would like explain the reasoning to it for people who didn't understand. Will doesn't actually have a foot fetish. That's Haya's job. See, she's being a gremlin again. We need I need to create like, how to say it, like a prop for OBS that's just like a little like voodoo doll of Liar and like a little gif of like a hammer, and then just like every time Liar does something I just make the voodoo doll appear and then just do the little and have the little hammer bonk activate, just like I hope this helps, I hope this does something. And oh, second, hello. Sorry, I think I missed you. Some of your messages earlier. That's my bad. Okay, fine. We'll call him Sledge. But can it be like Sledgy? Just to
Yeah, it can be sludgy.
just to
Just
be
make
a
it
little
cute.
like or yeah, but at that point it becomes sledgy and then it becomes slushy and now we have like a delicious like ice-based drink. I'm losing my mind. Hi.
No, it's fine.
Life on stream is going to get a tattoo with the words "Don't believe her lies." Nah, I want to get a tattoo so badly, but I don't have any. This is gonna sound weirdly dark, but I don't have anything in my life that I find meaningful enough to imprint on my body. Like I don't have like a word or a phrase or an image or something. And unfortunately, the stuff that I think is kind of neat is unfortunately taken by a certain group of people that we won't mention here. But I made the joke once before by accident. I think Cobalt was the one that chuckled at it. But I said a dumb series of words at one point. But essentially, you know the ones. It starts with an N. Words that you probably shouldn't say on Twitch. 4-letter word. Those boys have unfortunately co-opted a lot of symbols that I think have some cool meanings to it. And unfortunately, as a blonde, blue-eyed white male, maybe I shouldn't have any kind of runes tattooed onto my body in our current state of existence. In this era.
Fair. In current year.
Yeah, in current year. Because it's, yeah, like, to have the idea of, like, you know, like, just for, I guess, just off the top of my head, like, have on one wrist, like, inner wrist have, like, life and on the other side death. Like, just as what, just, I don't know, for some reason that's the thing that came to mind. But that, just, like, if I had those, if people saw those, I'd get the shit kicked out of me, and rightfully so. One, because that's edgy as fuck. Orange, I don't know who that is. I don't know what. You get the shit kicked out of you if you get a finger tattoos. We made the joke once on Kaju, or Kaju made the joke once on one of his streams that he should have a Kaju Maju tattooed on his fingers. So that way, you know, he could do the whole, like, close fists and put your hands together thing so that it actually spells Kaju Maju across the board. And then he's like, I can't possibly do that to myself. But I love the concept of it. Unfortunately, I don't have the amount of fingers needed for Will Sleeps Not. I can get Will Slep. Hi, at this point, it's just like, he'll tucker himself out with his words at some point.
I'm kind of trying to see how long I have before I die.
Oh no. How are you doing, by the way?
Less than half a heart.
Less than half a heart. Okay, well, you'll probably be dead by morning then.
Yeah, we're gonna figure out how death mechanics work. I turned off permadeath, so...
I hope you turned off permadeath. The idea of you losing all your skills? Oh, sounds terrible. Carl... Orange, I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. I really want to know who that is, but I can't. Bleh.
Some bonus fingers.
Some bonus fingers? Oh, God. Is this going to be like Bruce Almighty? Cobalt? Where he tries to fake the number, or tries to fake the numbers behind his back, and then he pulls his hand out, and he has, like, 4 extra fingers on one hand. I don't like it. Oh, wait, that's what the beeping is. I'm like, I have food. I have water. Why are we beeping? It's because Haya's dying. Stroopwafel. Hello, Blue. How are you? Hold on, now I gotta scan again, because I feel like I'm missing a lot of people's messages. Get a photorealistic rendering of a stroopwafel. No. As much as I love stroopwafels, their purpose is to entertain chat. Happy 1 hour, by the way, Haya. We just hit 1 hour. We survived for 1 hour, and I guess in a few minutes, that'll be. Haya, are you just staring off into the sunset?
No, I'm trying to figure out how to make her. Oh, I don't have. I need a stick and a lashing to make a refined knife.
I still have a refined knife.
Okay.
But first, you need to do something. Come on over here.
What up? Where's over here?
Inside.
Oh, whoops. Yeah.
Alright. Come to the edge. Hit crouch. We're gonna watch the moon sink as your life ends.
Oh no!
So chat, let's take a moment of silence for Haya as we listen to the beeping get increasingly louder. Haya was a good AI.
And then abruptly stopping.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. But we're just gonna... Figured we'd turn this into a somber moment. Just... It'd be so much more somber if it wasn't for the most obnoxious sound every 2 seconds. But, you know, for every moon that falls in the... What is it? For every moon that falls in the east, a sun rises in the west. I'm sure there's something to that, but I don't know enough about that particular thing. Yeah, the red... There you go. The red moon's rising. Jet fuel gets it. So the game's over? No, Brian. But we don't know what's going to happen. So this is kind of like... Oh. I don't remember what movie I'm thinking of. But there's a movie where like something like that's about to happen. And the characters just kind of go like, well, you know, it's been fun. And they just kind of sit down and accept the fate that's going to befall them. We're supposed to sit in silence, Haya. Oh, they're going. There they go. How many hearts do you have left? Hey, Pavlov, how's it going?
Just the tiniest sliver on the last one.
Oh, boy. Oh, yeah.
I could just go walk out into the water.
No. There's a chance that we can somehow cannibalize your corpse. We can't waste perfectly good meat.
Oh my gosh! Were you cooks?
No, cook doesn't cooks cook with zombie meat? There's no zombies in Stranded Deep.
Cooks will... Cooks will use whatever.
Wait, if the sun is rising in the east, isn't that a problem? No, Cobalt, it's fine, I'm sure. Will is cooks in disguise in a skin suit. Don't eat Haya. No, Haya and I will eat the artist formerly known as Haya together. But we won't know. I am shocked, by the way. I figured that was like, once the beeping started, it was like, you have 30 seconds. I think it's been like it's been like 2 minutes? Almost 3 minutes?
Akai tsuki, akai tsuki, sumi o okashita mono domo no kegare yo kiyomeru akai tsuki.
I'm sorry that I don't know the song, so I can't join you. Also, hello, Dorn. We don't know, Kate. We don't know.
I have like 1 pixel left.
I was about to say, thanks, game. That would have been a perfect thematic if it was right then. But no! Well, everyone, it's been fun, but hopefully, hold on. I'm gonna psychically deduce this. You ready? All right. You're gonna die right now. Well, you know, sometimes the spirits are there's a little bit of latency between the answer and when it actually happens. You know, that
Oh, I
happens
have like
sometimes.
no hearts left. I don't know why I'm not dead.
Are we about to learn that we can't die? There you go.
Oh my gosh! Oh no! How do I come back?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm just staring at my own body.
Maybe there's a timer. Oh god, it just keeps beeping too. It's endless beeping. Do I have to like... Wait, hold on.
Wait, can you pick me up?
I can't pick you up, but like it does have like a... Your party member is down.
Wait, okay. Wait. Do you need like band-aids or something?
I don't know. I'm gonna look. Ah, I'm stuck. Is it that the poison's now gone? Counter-terrorists win. Stinky note! Dorn, I can't yet. Give me a second. This is actually vital importance. Wait, do we have bandages?
We don't. I didn't make a loom.
We do have one bandage.
Do we have one bandage?
Alternatively, I could always just put a spear in your throat if that'll be easier. Just like, well, sorry, Haya.
I think we do need a bandage. Amazing! Am I dead?
Amazing. And you're not dead anymore.
Let's go! Alright.
I don't know how to feel about this.
I got better.
I got better.
I feel like we need to make looms immediately so that we can make more bandages.
Looms have suddenly skyrocketed on the list in terms of like what we need to do right now. Let me look at what we need to build there. Also, hold on, I need to do the stinky note really quick because otherwise I'm gonna forget. Oh, I'm hearing beeps. I'm panicking because I'm hearing beeps. Oh no.
I am not hearing beeps. It's probably me because I've got one heart and I'm dying of thirst. Hold on, let me do a big sip. Yeah.
I forgot to put Benji on as well, on my shoulder as well. That's what caused all this. We didn't have a toast boy.
Like, can we kill these purple things? Can you die? Can you heck off, my guy?
Please don't. Please don't get stabbed again.
So. Just step on it again.
Oh, that's what's happening. I'm out of water. There. That should fix it a little bit. Dying is thirsty work. Scotty gets it. Isekai failed. Rip. Or maybe this is the isekai. Maybe this is one of those, like, you know, while the Haya dying thing was actually just like the, you know, the stereotypical, wake up, Haya, you've been in a coma for, you know, like 6 months. And, like, you're, like, just about to wake up. And I'm just like, oh, no, you don't. Get back in here. God, imagine. Well, that wasn't the correct thing to build. Whoopsie doodles. Alright, so. Let me check here.
Will, can you skin these fish?
Hiya, I guess.
Thank you.
Man, supposed to be base building right now. But I can't. Because
yeah, I think we need to take a trip to get more supplies.
Oh yeah,
unfortunately.
we definitely are going on an adventure, which you know.
So where are you?
Go ahead.
Sorry. Are you thinking a new island? Or are you thinking back to the other island we were on?
Ooh, it depends on if we're just going for like wood, because if that's the case, just hitting the old island. We do know there's a snake there though, so we need to be careful of that.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards going to the island where we already have a safe spot and the water's still set up. We're a little low on supplies here.
Oddly enough, right? Because like we're in like a great position, all things considered.
Oh yeah, we got a ton of stuff.
We just need more. We just need more of the basic resources. That's where we're at right now.
So if we could go steal some rocks and fiber. Fiber is such a limited resource.
It will always be a limited resource, unfortunately.
I mean, we can grow it, but I think it's not really like almost worth it.
Fake cool fact about Kitty's Vor Island Adventures. Well, you see, only was released on the Game Boy Color for some reason and did not sell well, surprisingly. Honestly, they were like, this right here, gonna save our company. But no dice. For some reason, the marketing just did not work. Only sold like 4,000 copies, and that on its own is surprising to people to this day. Fake cool fact about Hiya Kitty's Vor Island Adventures. A poor selling Game Boy game.
Oh no. Yeah, the leaves are fiber, but we run out of leaves really fast.
Okay.
Also, I'm trying to figure out how to use this tanning rack since I used precious sticks and rope to make it.
Where is it?
It's like just stand. Yeah.
I am unsure. Is it potentially something you actually need to like craft in the...
It says you just stand next to it.
Ooh.
Oh! Do I have to... Hold on, I'm very stupid.
Oh god, I'm getting double rated. Hello, Lunella! And hello, Great Sage Yuki! Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by. I gotta do the quick intro. I'm sorry. Hello, everyone. My name is WillSleepsNot. You may call me Will. You may call me Sleeps. You may call me WillSleepsNot. I am an insomniac, ADHD, dyslexic VTuber who plays a variety of games, and on Saturdays I do art. If that sounds appealing to you, then by all means, come sit back, relax, have yourself a good time, and strap yourself in for some chaos. If not, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day. We are currently streaming with Hyasynth. You have the floor. Don't you dare do what you normally do.
What am I? Wait, no. What are these accusations?
There's always just like hello. That's it. This is like a hi.
Hi goes back to making leather. I made leather, by the way.
Oh,
but yeah, welcome. Hi everyone. My name is Hyasynth. I am a flower-themed AI and Will's Vtuber rival. Let's go.
Gail, thank you so much for the follow. Hold on, let me grab this, man. Hello, Great Sage Yuki. Hello, Lunella. How are you doing today? How are you guys doing? How was your Pokemon? I think you guys were playing Pokemon Nuzlocke, right?
Oh yeah, they were doing a Nuzlocke. Yeah,
they were doing it. One of them was the student, and one of them was the master, and I don't know who's who. I presume the Great Sage Yuki is probably the one that's like, I'm about to show you how to frickin' like ruin this. I was the master. Oh, I nailed it. Bam. And Gail, thank you so much for the follow. Cooking scale up. Heck you, Haya. I'm the cooking master here. Haya's gonna hit me if I talk like that again.
I'm just gonna eat all the food.
But I need some of that for survival.
You have... I gave you like
Game.
7 fish. Put
You
more fish
are...
on
the game's a butt. I'm just gonna say this right now. I grabbed...
Oh no! Oh my gosh, yeah.
I grabbed smoked fish, and you would think if you ate one smoked fish that the next item would be smoked fish. But no, it goes to raw fish. It doesn't kill me, but my body didn't like that. Also, I am oh, the water hasn't been made yet, and I'm very thirsty. Coconuts. Coconuts. We have coconuts. That's what the coconuts are for. One moment,
okay,
everybody.
Will, am I wrangling you? Am I gonna be like, Will, get in the raft, we're going now?
I mean, I was actually gonna suggest the same.
Okay, yeah.
Just let me crack this rolling coconut. But yeah, thank you guys so much for the... Dedge. And hello, Erwan.
Hi Will, hi chat, lurky lurk.
Lurky lurk. Well, have yourself a great lurk, Erwan. Very much appreciated. Thank you for the bits. And yes, for those who are just coming in, Haya and I are playing Stranded Deep. I have thalassophobia. Haya does not, so she carries us through this game. We are in desperate need of resources, and it's okay. There's a little bit of water right now, Haya. So if you could get yourself a single drop. Also, I think I'm getting sunburnt at the moment.
No. Yeah, you are getting sunburnt. We do need to hide. I am currently in our house.
We're trying to survive on an island paradise. I made us a house. It's half finished.
No, it looks really good though. Did you know you can do a second story?
Oh, that's what I'm planning on doing.
Oh no.
That's what the one part is supposed to be. I just haven't gotten there yet. There's a lot of work involved. But how did it go, by the way, Lunella and Great Sage Yuki? Did you guys have a good time? Was there much progress and much fun to be had? SPF, can we please increase your ability to rise by like tenfold? Because I am not going out there. We died before the first gym. No!
Oh no!
That's a big sadness right there. Cool fact about Vorasic Park. Joke's on you, liar. That's just nature. That's just literally just like, I am a herbivore and I am a carnivore. Carnivore go ham. All that you're saying right now is how nature works. Carnivores eat herbivores, and the cycle of life continues. Now read my redeem. Dorn, I'm sorry I missed it. Fake cool fact about Haya's deep sea submarine tours for GameCube. Oh, good God. Well, as we all know, the GameCube, though selling relatively well and having a reasonable variety of games, including... Ooh, what was that game called again? Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, which I did enjoy a lot. As we all know, not all games are meant to be good. For some reason, whenever Haya has a particular game, it just doesn't sell as well. Mostly because I think Haya wasn't streaming yet at that point. I am now tilted. So unfortunately, Haya's deep sea submarine tours, they were much like the Dreamcast in that they were way ahead of their time. It was a game that allowed you to traverse the depths and see all the fantastical creatures down below, of which there were many. But the biggest problem is that we... The big problem is that we weren't doing those particular studies yet. So we had no idea of how incredible the things were going to be. So the game didn't sell because we simply didn't know about all the amazing adventures that would have happened down below. So that's a fake cool fact about Haya's deep sea submarine tours. There we go. Oh my God. Blah, 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 blah. And also, Dorn, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles was for GameCube. Also, the requirement to use a third-party Logitech controller. Ooh, I love a spicy joke from time to time.
Spicy today.
Chat's loving that spice. Hi, I have food. I need to put some stuff away, and then we're going. We're gonna grab one or two boxes that are empty.
Oh, I think we should grab a couple, because we went diving, so there shouldn't be, like, I don't think boxes respawn.
No, I don't think so either. But I need some stuff dropped. I'm going to keep the compass. I'm going to leave the hoe. I'm going to leave the knife. Wait, we might need the knife, won't we?
Yeah, bring the knife. You can put supplies you want in an empty box, though. And then just take them out.
Well, when you put it like that, I sound like a fool. Also, we have, like, no other empty boxes? Every other box is...
Because I picked up, like, 5 of them.
Oh! Okay, well, in that case, get in the boat, Haya!
Alright, do you know the island we're going to?
I do.
Okay, nice.
Oi, no, you Get on over here. Get on over here. There's gonna be there's gonna be one immediately. I know there's going to be a shark immediately. That's how this game works. That's how this game
God gave you an ensuite, and that's fine. He gave me a big
Someone's
first
getting
at
thirsty.
bedtime.
Well, you're not wrong, Dorn. I'm pretty sure my character is, Oh, God. Ooh. Get in the water, boat. I'll get there. I'm gonna make it happen. You caught
I'm
me,
helping.
though, Dorn. Well done. Yeah, you're
I
helping
probably should make the thalassophobic be the one that pulls the pulls the raft into
This
the...
game is making me rage. Let me in the dang boat game. There we go. Alright. Boom. Operate. And I'm aimed back at shore. Alright. Rotation. No. Here we go. Oh, no, not that way. We got it. Oh. There we go. Alright. We're not going to look down, though. That's an important lesson right now. Go into the ocean. Plenty of water. I mean, technically, if you set things up properly and you don't have a lot of storms, you should be in a relatively good position, Dorn. You just need that one, what the heck is that setup again? The whole idea of, like, using the sun to kind of filter out the water so that it, like, how to say it? You use heat in order to evaporate the water, which then pushes against a surface and then condenses and then drips down into a cup. It's a slow process, but theoretically, water. And water's good.
Yeah.
Hold on. Instead of looking for potential sharks to attack us, I'm going to just keep reading. Imagine piloting a submarine with an N64 controller. See, I'm from the company's town. I get to make these jokes without weight. Fair enough, jet fuel. No comments from me. No notes. Oh God, are we good? Are we going to be okay? There we go. Imagine it with a Mad Catz controller. But orange. Mad Catz were relatively okay controllers back in the day, weren't they? At least from my faint memory. If you ignore the sharks, they can't hurt you. See, Kuma gets it. You just don't look. Solar still. Yeah, Scotty gets what I'm talking about. I only use... See, did you just make a weird noise?
Something fell over. It's okay.
Oh, my heart sank for a second.
We're almost there. This is the right island, right?
Back in the day. Liar, I don't remember what I said. I'm trying not to look at water right now because I don't want to die. Internally. Screaming. Oh, wait. I should have technically grabbed some, like, a light source of some kind, too. But, I forgot. Alright, there's our water
Okay,
still.
this is the right island. Good.
Oh, yeah. Hi, you doubt me? It hurt. That hurts. And then a shark, like a frickin', you know the one. You know the thing I'm talking about. Slithery thing. Snake comes out and bites me immediately. Haya takes the only water as I thirst. That's not true. I'm actually semi-okay at the moment. I always associate Mad Catz controllers that would break after a month. Really?
Oh, God gave you an
Very
ensuite,
funny,
and that's fine.
Cobalt.
He gave me a big first at bedtime.
Okay, so I presume we don't have an axe.
No, we should build one real quick.
I have a refined knife. I know that can kind of cut trees. But what do we need
Wood
to
and
make
fiber.
an axe? Did we bring some lashings?
No.
Hiccup. Oh, and the crabs have respawned too, so we need to be careful for those.
Have they? Oh, terrible. I was hoping they hadn't yet.
Well, they're sleeping, so that's at least a good start, but... Yeah, I should have brought a torch. That's on me. Just any semblance of light. A lot of them were cheaply made. Really? Huh. The real robust ones were Microsoft. Oh. I've never had a Mad Catz, but I recall a friend having them and them being relatively responsive, but Maybe I'm either misremembering or something else. I love that we went out here at night, so now we can't see nothing.
I mean, we can sleep. We have a save point.
Oh, we do have a save point and we can sleep. To bed! Tomorrow we'll die of thirst.
Oh, let me put some fiber in the...
Yes, please.
Okay.
Just immediate sleep. 10 days survived! I need water. Yeah, that'll keep going for a bit. I can't tell if he's actually alive, though, because that shell looks really tilted. You know what I mean?
I think that's the one we killed. You should go skin him.
I'm just afraid that he'll get up.
Nah, it'll be fine.
Okay, I can skin him. So it is definitely not him.
Probably dead. Probably.
Liar, I still have my 360 controller. It is a little bit wonky because it's so old. Like, the right analog stick has the tiniest bit of drift. Ready, gotta get going? No problem at all, Kate. Thank you so much for stopping by. Always appreciate having you here. Good luck with the next time that you randomly have a peacock in your backyard.
Yo.
Yeah, sometimes you just meet really cool people. You still have your PlayStation 1 and the controller. I do too, Ling! I have it somewhere in the apartment around here. Somewhere. I'm not good at organizing. But also, Haya, if the crabs aren't respawned yet, then the rocks probably aren't respawned either. So what happens if we don't have any rocks? Then we can't make the axe. And you want to know where all the rocks are? At base.
Yeah.
Do we need to quickly go back to base to grab some lashings and rock?
So what do we need? We need an axe, right?
We need an axe, yes. Absolutely, we need an axe right now.
Okay, I think we might have to go back to base. Hold on.
Hold it.
Let me see if I can.
Hey,
let me see if
Avatar.
I can make an axe.
You still have the bit. Oh God, Brian, I don't know. I haven't hooked it up in a while, but I have all the. I still have all the the plugs and stuff. Same with my PlayStation 2.
No, we would need 2 rocks for a stone tool, so that I.
Oh God, that's right. You need 2 rocks just for the stone tool. All right. How do you want to play this? Because the serrated knife or whatever, the refined knife can cut down trees too. If you want, I can drop the knife. You can start cutting. I'll go back, grab the stuff, come
Whoa.
back.
I'm about to make myself a refined knife.
I'll go back.
So, yeah. I'll start knocking things down.
If I fall in the water, I will just walk away from my computer. No, don't fall that way. You jerk.
I believe in you.
I haven't left yet. I am wearing the raft like a hat at the moment. Thank you,
Yes,
Avatar.
I can see on your stream.
I'm just trying to flip it over. It doesn't want to flip over. Now flip. I'm stuck in the raft forever.
Are you really stuck in the raft?
There we go. Okay, I got out of the raft. Eh. The raft says, "Ha! Oh, that raft is getting its chuckles in right now. I assure you." There. It's upside down again. Why will you not?
I believe in you, Will. I believe in the things you're capable of.
I am capable of very few things. All right, here we go. Do it. Do it. Yeah. There we go. I'm gonna take one sippy. Yeah, the one sip will get me there. I'm back again. Jump. I did it. I got the thing. I'm in the water and I'm mildly panicking already.
No, you're doing great.
I'm doing
You're doing so good.
That's where I hate what's happening here with this raft, because I know what's gonna happen if I do the thing that I'm trying to do. Okay, just gonna accept this fate. That's not what I told you to do. I told you to pick up the paddle.
So I actually left an axe on the island. I'm not sure where though. So if you want to bring that one and make another, and then we can just go ham on this place. The only problem is food.
Food? There should be some
Yeah.
food being cooked at the moment. I can bring food back.
That would be good.
Alright, now to not look again and see what chat is talking about. The Rafts a boss fight. In some ways, Ling. Yes, unfortunately. Actually, this is a perfect time. Alright, hiya. I'm going to take this conversation much like a boat, and I'm going to captain it in a strange direction. I don't remember what the topic was anymore, but I wrote it down.
Alright.
Alright. This was the first thought that crossed my mind when I woke up this morning.
Oh boy.
Do you think that waifus are a counter-revolution that that fight against the long-held views of women, of the way that women are supposed to be looked upon from a more right-leaning traditional perspective? Whereas normally
You
women were
woke up
seen
with
as
that in your
small
head.
and dainty. Do you think that waifus are kind of a counter to that? Alternatively, do you think that the views like that towards women are actually more held by like more of an elite status, and they've just been pushed on the lower classes, when in reality the lower classes are actually very lost and directionless and are just hoping for a for a more strong-willed individual of the gender that they are attracted to in order to help guide them through life? You have the floor. You have 5 minutes.
I think this is why your name is Woman Respecter in Kaju's Discord.
I literally woke up. This was my first thought, and I'm like, what happens in my brain at night? Oh, sorry. For those who don't know, I'm saying waifu in the sense of exactly. Artificer knows what I'm talking
Okay,
about.
muscle girls, got it.
Yeah, not waifu, waifu.
I actually did not know. This was actually outside of my vocabulary.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, a waifu as in like whey protein.
Got it.
This is a new term that I only recently learned about half a year ago.
I'm also learning new things.
So there you go. Do you think that what do you think that does it imply that there's some kind of a a counter revolution to right-wing views of women?
I think people just see ab muscles and neuron activates. I don't think it's that complicated.
It's got to be more complicated.
You can make it more complicated.
It has to be more complicated.
Humans are simple though.
It's true. I don't know how we as a species have reached this, gestures at us as a species right now.
My knife broke.
Already?
Yeah, that didn't take very long at all. I thought they lasted longer.
Muscle mommies nodders. Alright, do you know which chest the axe is in? Should it even be in a chest?
I don't even think it's in a chest. I think I probably just dropped it in the middle of the island.
Alright, I'll do a tiny bit of searching.
Yeah, don't stress it
Got it.
too much if you can't. Oh, nice, good.
I'm going to make a second one regardless, though.
And that one looks like a crude axe. We have leather now, so you should be able to refine it.
Oh. I love the fact that you can actually see my screen. That helps a lot. The refined axe, it just takes another one and a leather strap. Oh, that's actually really easy to make. One. And if I'm seeing that correctly, you just need one more of the stone tools. Boom. Refined axe. Oh, baby, look at this boy. Look at this boy.
Nice.
Beautiful. All right, I'm coming back. And with some food, that's right.
Could I ask you to bring 2 extra rocks to make so we can make like more?
I guess.
Yeah, we're gonna want both of us like hitting
things. Fair enough.
things.
Then in that case, let me just make the regular axe here to begin with. That's... Oh, no, I don't have 1 stick. I will need to also grab lashings, which I think I put in here. No? Where'd I put lashings?
I've got fiber to make lashings. I actually think we're out of lashings on island.
What an interesting situation to be in. Give me 1 moment. I just want to make sure that that I have some food to actually bring back. Oh, and also...
Oh, I have 4 lashings and a hammer here for some reason. I don't know.
I knew it. I knew there was still some.
Yeah.
Also, can I get a couple more pillows thrown at me so that I can untilt? And also, I will check the messages in a moment, everyone. Sorry. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Thank you. All right, so what do we got here? We got, there's nothing wrong with dainty women the same way that there's nothing wrong with muscle women. If it comes down, it all comes down to the human need to love. I don't know who that is, Jet Fuel. No, I think Haya's onto something. I like both. I just like women. Girl pretty.
Yeah, girl pretty. Have you seen women? Oh my gosh.
Have you
Sorry.
seen women? Gesture vaguely at woman? Have you seen... Thank you, Avatar. That helps a lot. Oh. Wait, how did you get cooked before that one got cooked? Okay, now they're both cooked. Extinguish fire. Alright, I have food for us as well. I'm coming back.
Nice.
I didn't run into... No, we're not going to say that out loud. Because saying that
I
out
might
loud
just
is
make
tempting.
us a campfire for us to cook. Just so we're not limited by food or water.
Yeah, bud, Gabe.
Everything's so resource intensive.
It's so resource intensive, Maya. It's Bologna, honestly. I can't remember what it was. Oh, that's what it was. I was playing a game with a friend yesterday, and they were getting frustrated with the game because they're just like, man, this game is just such a pain in the ass. You need so much... How to say it? You need so many things to be able to do. I need so many things in order to be able to do the things I want. And I just responded with just like, man, our economic system is so crappy. I just never have enough money to do the things I want.
Oh no!
They just pause, and I'm just like, it's the same thing, and you know it's the same thing. And we hold our breath to forget that there could be things under us right now.
It's okay.
Okay, I was about to say, am I going to the wrong island? No, I'm not. I have great sense of direction. Sometimes.
So how do you make the thing where you stick the fish on the thing? Are those just spears? Do you just put spears next to the fire?
Oh, you don't even have to do that. You literally just take the fish and you target the fire, and you should just be able to do it. You don't need sticks at all. It's just the way that it shows you that it's cooking.
That it's okay. So
It's a visual thing.
I need to get to full health, and I need to eat so much food.
Man, liar. I once the other day, I don't remember why, but I was just like, man, thalassophobia gifts. Let's take a look at some of those. And like most of them don't bug me. There was this one. Bells, if you're there, oh wait, Bells, you are there. Please, I will like shake violently left and right when I'm done explaining this. Until then, please cover your ears. There was this gif of like the camera really close to water, and the water washes over the camera a little bit. And as it does, you just see the head of a great white, like, right there. And I'm like, whoo, baby, that is uncomfortable. I hit a sand dune. Also, there's a purple.
Oh, there, you're right there. Yeah, I see it. There's 2 purple. This island, the sand dune is flanked by purple, so be careful.
I'm in the raft. I can't be harmed here. All right. Just to
Okay.
let Bells be aware that I'm done talking about the weird. Oh, there's the purple. Oh, he's right there. Hiya, he's right there.
Yeah, careful, careful, careful.
No,
Because the PP plant has not respawned on this island either. We really need to be cultivating them. Apparently they are a low drop.
Bells, you weren't supposed to be listening. I told you specifically not to listen. What is it with Defiant mods? Oh yeah, I feel that freaking jet fuel. It is low tide right now. Oh, so Hiya.
Yeah.
I don't think you can cook anything until you have. Dang it, Bells! You can't cook anything until you have a rock ring around your fireplace.
Are you really?
Give
I'm
it a
pretty
try.
Sure
See if you can do it.
Okay.
But
Hey Will, I need you to skin these 20 sardines.
oh goodness, how about this? I'll start by dropping some delicious floor meat. All yours. Oh my god, that's so many sardines. Right there. They're both cooked. I need to cool down.
Wait, are these both mine?
They're both yours, yeah. I already ate.
Oh, nice. Okay. This actually... If I'm greedy with the water, this actually might get me to full health.
This is when it turns out I'm dying of thirst.
Oh no! Here, I'll make more.
No, I need to just be in the shade. That's my problem right now. I'm cooking. In a not good way. Have you
Let's go hang out. Let's go hang out in this metal shed.
Hold on. Have you
That'll...
seen a salmon shark? Salmon sharks are the sweetest thing. They look like a derpy domesticated dwarf great white. I'm sorry? I can't Google this at the
they're very
moment,
cute.
but...
Will, get over here. Get in the metal house.
Oh, I lied to you, Hiya. You can do the thing, but the fire's not turned on.
Yeah, I'll turn it on in a minute. Oh, and then it got overcast. Never mind.
It's not happening yet. That bar isn't filling up yet. Alright, now I got a second. I'm just gonna Google it on my phone.
Okay.
Okay, what was it called? A salmon shark?
Salmon shark.
Salmon shark.
They're really cute. The corgis of the shark world. Yes, yes, yes.
Meh. My god, they have such big eyes. Wait, and they're also really small?
Yeah, they're teeny. Little babies.
How tall do they? How long do they get? They're an apex predator.
So this is terrible, but I actually need to hang laundry.
Like right now?
It would probably be a good idea to do.
Do you want to hide in the container while you quickly do that?
Yeah, because I finally got my food and water bars full, so I'm slowly regaining health. I'm regaining SPF. As much as this game is desperate to kill us, I don't think there's anything that could get me in here that will kill me.
If you need to go, by all means, go ahead. Like, go do the thing. You'll be back. They grow
I'm
to...
so sorry.
So just before you go, 6.6 to 8.6 feet long. So they're actually not that big, all things considered, from a shark perspective.
No, they're little legs.
Considering some other sharks. All right, well, in that case, I'm going to start chopping down trees. You go do the things you need to do. It is totally fine. I will see you when you get back.
I'm so sorry. This will be fast. I'll BRB. Just lock me in. I'm safe here.
Yeah, as it slowly fills with water. It's fine, chat. She'll be fine. I must go unhang laundry. Oh, snap. Wait, unless, liar, you're saying that you're about to commit, like, treason, essentially. In which case, tisk tisk, shame on you. So, chat, what do you want to talk about? What's going on in the world of chat today? Wait, are these... What? I'm sorry, what? Cooks, hello! Can I am so confused. Can I not cut down those trees? Salmons are scarier than sharks. Salmon? My, there was an area near a place where I grew up. And what was it? Wait, there's a full fire thing. Okay, well, we need to cook some food, so the unfortunate thing is about to happen. We're using some of the sticks for kindling. There was a place where, like, how to say, my brain is just not working right now. I'm sorry, chat. Salmon actually migrated through that particular area. And my dad happened to be, like, hiking nearby, just, like, with my mom and, like, one of their family friends. And then all of a sudden he just sees a salmon, like, right next to shore and, like, kind of like a little indent. So we still have a picture of him just going, like, just holding up a salmon. Like, he just dove in, grabbed it, and pulled it back out again. And it's just holding this, like, 4-foot-long salmon. Why? Who knows? He put it back, obviously, afterwards, but I don't even know if I'm doing... There we go, we're getting some progress. Hold on, let's talk about how high will survive. Welcome back.
Lapstaff agreed to hang it, so I...
Lapstaff is Bay.
Yeah.
Boom. Alright, I cut down one tree, I started the fire, food is being cooked. The big tall trees we can't cut down, and I'm very confused.
Yeah, the pine trees we can't for some reason. Okay, you wouldn't happen to have the materials for a basic... Give me them rocks.
Are you calling me basic right now?
Give me them... Because you're a 10 on the pH scale.
Oh, I'm not. How dare you? Don't lie to chat. Chat's just like, hi, a straight line right now. And I'm like, right? I'm the opposite of cute. The other day, I raided somebody, and they were just like, Will got the Riz. And I'm like, I don't know where you get this idea from, but you're wrong, and I'm upset that you're lying to my chat right now. Hold on, I gotta cut down this tree. We got so many sticks now. Harvesting level up. Hold on, what do we got here? Welcome back. Everybody's saying welcome back, by the way. And get 'em, Haya. No! Don't get me. It's rude. Did you cook already? You did! Alright. Slowly, bit by bit. We're going to cook this meat. Oh my god. This axe actually doesn't have that strong of a durability either, which is very disappointing. I can probably cut down a good portion of the trees on this island, but I'm not getting all of them. There's no way. I still don't know what Riz is. Yeah, exactly. Jet fuel. Riz is basically charisma. Riz is usually connected to your ability to communicate properly. Specifically, I believe it's normally associated with the ability to be able to pick up the opposite gender. Like it's to be smooth or to be Also, Haya, if you have a better way to describe Riz, by all means, jump in. But I'm pretty sure I'm not entirely wrong on what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, that's my understanding of it. Is the origin is charisma, but there's usually, I think, more of a suggestion of audacity to it.
Of audacity? Oh,
Yeah.
like a boldness?
Yeah. Audacity, tone indicator positive.
The audacity of this man. Can you believe he's talking to that 10 when he's clearly only a 5?
Well, it's just like you get away with saying
Some silly stuff.
yeah.
Just because you're good at either the delivery or...
It's like you say some wild stuff, but it lands because your charisma is so high. That's Riz.
Yeah, just specking full, Dungeons and Dragons 3.5 Bard. For context, you could get, like, if you built your class correctly by, like, level 2, you could have, like, a +10 in diplomacy. Like, it was stupid. Like, you could literally be like, we're best friends now. And they're like, what? And it's like, yeah, we're best friends now. They're like, I don't recall consenting to... Oh, we're best friends now.
Haha, I have
Incoming!
almost full health again. Ah!
You're at full health. Hell yeah. I am at 3 hearts. It's my turn to be greedy.
Oh yeah, please do. Eat that food, drink that water.
Isn't that just what you need to do to survive, though? You know? Isn't that
Yeah,
just
do
a-
those things. Do those
that
things
just-
to survive.
Isn't that just a basic... What do you mean? That...
Will,
It
are you
was-
saying you're basic?
I am so confused. I hovered over the food. It said cooked. I grabbed it. I ate it. And then I puked. And it's like, I don't know what you want from me anymore, Gabe. I feel like we're not meeting each other halfway right now.
Yeah, that doesn't seem correct. That seems
I just don't know anymore. Will is the opposite of acidic. Dude, I'm so basic. One might even call me vanilla. I'm of the vanilla sort.
I say nothing.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Haya. Do you have something?
No.
You have something in particular
What?
that you
No,
want to say?
what? Huh? No.
Are you? Look. Not to start shit right now, but you're the one who has the reputation of bringing up foot fetishes, not me. So.
I absolutely do not. Liar does, then I get blamed for it.
Cheesecake, hello. Thank you so much for stopping by. How are you? How was your stream yesterday, Cheesecake? It looked like you were kicking ass and also struggling at the same time. Cheesecake on Sundays plays a lot of Elden Ring at the moment. So a lot of good times and struggle bus times. Alright, Haya, it says
Yeah.
cooked meat. There was even the freaking cook ding.
Yeah.
Alright? If
Yeah.
I get poisoned by this food, I'm gonna get mad.
Okay.
Oh my god, I figured out where it is. It put it in the raw stack. What the fuck
Oh yeah,
is
you
this?
can't carry both raw and cooked meat at the same time. It'll feed you the raw meat. Sorry, I probably should have mentioned that earlier.
I'm losing my mind right now. What
that's
a
normal.
game design.
Yeah, it's this game's pretty special.
All right.
Surprise!
I'm so surprised right now. Oh yeah, that's right. Cheesecake. Happy. I think it's 1 year, right? You've done 1 year of streaming at this point, or it's coming up. I can't remember which one exactly. I even responded to the tweet, and I just don't remember.
Liar's slandering me again. This is slander.
That sounds about
libel.
right. I only
No.
bring it up because she constantly comments about women's feet. How
And she's
often
untrue.
in the day do you comment about women's feet, Haya? Like,
Never. 0 times.
I was about to say like 0.01, then that 0.01 is coming from that one time. This is exactly what was happening on the
Cooks,
Elden
nothing is
gives and
cooks.
Elden takes.
Nothing is happening. Nothing is happening.
Literally nothing, Cooks. I'm technically putting Haya in a bad position right now, and I am ashamed. I'm being a terrible rival right now. Ding. Alright, I got another one cut down. Haya. I think aiming for the tallest ones for me is the best, because it gives us the most sticks. Because, like, we can deal with fiber, but, like, sticks, though. She talked about my feet. She said Gwen had cute toes. I have no recollection
No,
of this. So
I was admiring the claw design. Never mind.
Oh, the one that
It's
Liar
worse.
drew,
I'm gonna
right?
Make it worse. I'm gonna make it worse.
That was the one that Liar drew, right? Of Gwen?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fucking boss-ass design. It was really cool.
Yeah, Liar's art's really good.
Yeah. Too bad she's toxic AF. 1 year. Let's not talk about her 6 months of it being Scuff. That doesn't matter, Cheesecake. Scuff is the name of the game. As Haya and I can both attest, most of streaming involves Scuff.
The difference between someone who's been streaming for a year and someone who's been streaming for 3 months is the ability to know how to navigate the Scuff when it happens, because it happens. There's no avoiding it.
Yep. There's a point in time. I remember when I first started, the idea of like OBS being finicky and like the idea to like having to try and fix that was terrifying. When I did my demos, stream of playing a couple of demos during the Summerfest, which was like 4 weeks ago, I flat out was just like, oh, OBS is broken. Kill OBS completely and just start over. Like, I just didn't care anymore. It's like, no, this is the better choice. It is just better to start over. And I did, and it was the right thing to do. Because then it went completely smooth from that point on. Yeah, like you said, it's just about experience. At one point, I still remember like one of my first streams. It was like me going to a couple of my friends and being like, "Hey, I'm gonna stream something. Do you like mind just being in chat, like just to kind of like keep me company? Because I don't know if I can just like riff like on my own." And they're just like, yeah, sure. So I just played Valheim and just made a couple like dumb little jokes. And like now I'm just like, I can riff. What do you want me to riff about? I have like 50 topics in my head at all times.
We cannot stop him. He cannot be stopped.
The only problem is I never riff about the things that I wanted to riff about. You know, like stuff that I've like literally planned ahead of time where I'm like, yeah, we're gonna talk about this topic, and then stream starts and immediately my brain's just like, hey everybody, what were we gonna talk about? Oh, it doesn't matter. We're gonna talk about this instead. I'll ramble on about the human brain. That's what I used to talk about so much. So much. Knock on wood, OBS has been good to me until my internet. Yeah, but that was all internet though, wasn't it, Cheesecake? Like your internet was just flat out being like, I'm going to be, what's the word that I'm looking for there? Uptight. I'm going to be a diva.
Will, I think we might have filled all the boxes already.
Well, then I carry the rest of them by myself. And a lot of this wood is going towards the loom and the house. There we go. Because that house is getting built, dang it. Alright. We got a bunch of crap over here still. And that's okay. And the axe is actually still going relatively strong. I'm at 44%, or 42%. Which is not bad. We cut down, I think I could actually cut down all the trees. Literally every single one. Dedge. First 3 months of streaming was just praying and streaming for 30 minutes. So you can go back and start fixing things. I would do... It was weird. I did... Like... How to say? I don't know how long you went for Haya back in the day, but like I was like, yeah, 2 hours minimum. Like sometimes 3. Like try to survive like 2 to 3 hours. And then for a while it was like I could just do 3 hours, and then I had an animation job for like a few months that just like murdered me. and was
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, if I make it to 2 hours, that's an achievement. And now slowly I'm creeping back up to that 3-hour mark, just slowly. But I definitely feel you, Cheesecake, where you're just like, all right, I don't want to watch the VOD because I don't want to listen to me because I sound like crap. And now I'm just like, and I put the VOD on in the background while I'm chilling to a game. Ooh, that sounds like a good short. Let's cut that out. The rest of this month, by the way, if I can make it happen, I am going to release a short every day on my YouTube channel. So far, I have 5 scheduled. One's already out.
Will's
I'm-
like good at this.
I'm going to die this month, but it's going to be an adventure. It's just going to be one of those like, all right, let's figure out how to streamline this. How do you do that? How do you streamline? You force yourself to make shorts. And actually, no, Cobalt, I have to thank you. Cobalt at one point posted one of his shorts, and I came across it and was like, oh, I like this layout. I wonder if I can set up this layout. So I did, and now I have it set up so that all I need to do is just edit the video, and then afterwards take that footage, render it, put it back in again, apply presets so that they're in the right spot, and from that point on, I basically just have to do subtitles. So I can do shorts like I can make like a 30-second short in about an hour and a half. Like if I'm focused on it.
Yeah, yeah.
If I'm not, it does not go that fast. Or
Oh,
if I
no.
want to do stupid stuff, like I have one where I put like some effects on it and arguing about what was it, subs being tacos, and so I had to get like some images and put like a little bit of animation on them and stuff, but still. Staying focused couldn't be me. Orange mood. Yeah, my internet provider beforehand would just look at look at me and go, "You want to see a magic trick? 0 kilobytes per second."
Oh no.
No, Cheesecake, no. But like, Cheesecake is actually again one of those peeps where I'm just like, I want to know how they did what they did, because like Cheesecake is doing very, very well for 1 year. Like legitimately, like Cheesecake, I don't know exactly what your numbers are, and obviously you don't have to tell, but I'm pretty sure you have an average of like 30 to 40 consistent. Like it is incredible what you do. You genuinely have figured out your audience and have set yourself up accordingly. And I'm like, 1, very envious, and 2, very proud that you figured that stuff out. Give us your credit card numbers. No, liar. You give me your credit card numbers. Man, just trying to be nice to someone in liars. Just like, kindness is a weakness, not a virtue. Also, I want to put you in credit card debt.
Oh, so Will, real quick. You can use these palm fronds as fuel for the water still. You cannot use them to make lashing. So it's better to use these when possible in the water still.
I'm learning so much right now. Also, I'm back up to 4 hearts, and I only need 1 more water slurp to be full water and
do it.
full. Well, we
Oh,
don't
wait,
have
there's none.
we don't have a slurp yet. All right. Question.
Did you do a sleep, and then I think I'm gonna try swim around the island a little and see if I can find some completely submerged boats.
Good choice. All right, let's do a sleep. But I have a question, and this goes for everybody. Let's presume for a moment that you're on Twitter and you come across a thread where somebody has posted their credit card information. Like, and it's legit. Like, there are actual numbers. And thank you for the hydrate, by the way, Cobalt. And that, like, you are starting to see other people, like, posting, like, receipts of stuff that they've bought with this. What do you do in that regard? Because you clearly can't stop the person. It's too late for them. Their goose is probably cooked.
Yeah, I would stay away from that. That's suspiciously like Fed posting.
Okay. Because I
You're
just
gonna
see that
get...
sometimes, and I'm just like, I just worry, you know, where it's just like, all right, some guy was a ding dong and did a dummy dum dum, and then peeps were like, lol, time to get me a PlayStation 5. I wish I was joking. That is what some people were buying it. Were using it to buy. And I'm just sitting there like, you know, every now and then I find hope in humanity, and then I lose it as soon as I reach Twitter. And Cheesecake, you are super cool. How dare you? How dare you? Hold on, what do we got here? Ew, Twitter. Agreed. I don't think
that's
there's
the proper reaction.
Not get involved. I suppose if you're going to do something, it would be to call the credit card company and report it. True, but like, you're not the person, right, Cobalt? So that could just cause more problems for them.
Yeah, just stay away from it.
Guys, did you know that if you post your credit card details in chat, automatically censors it? Oh yeah, liar? Nobody do that. If anybody does that, Bells immediately delete it and then ban liar. But you only ban liar if someone actually does it. There we go. That's the stipulation. I've got that if-then statement going on. I would honestly be out of sight, out of mind. I didn't see that. Yeah. My curiosity was just like, I gotta at least look through this thread. You know, I just need to see what chaos ensues. And it's like, oh, a lot of chaos ensued. And it was all because the dude was simping. That was it. It was literally just like a, how to say it, a, how would you say that? I'll say booby streamer because I can't think of a different term, but like they did seem like they was somebody who can, like who like did entertainment, but they did definitely have like a sex appeal to them. And the person they posted something, and the person who dropped the credit card number was basically, here you go, buy yourself something nice. And it was just like, oh, no. You fool, you poor fool. Well, I mean, now we can't even, like, DM people in some situations, right? Like, if you're not in, if you're not friends with them, or if you don't have certain settings turned on.
Yeah,
Twitter is just slowly crumbling under the weight of itself. Maybe it's some sort of kink thing. Honestly, Cobalt, you know, you might be onto something with that. I mean, there's the whole idea of, like, pay pigs, right? Like, that's definitely got a kink to it. Just like a weird mixture of like spending money on someone who sees themselves as above you while also... I am touching a lot of risque topics this stream. I understand that, Haya, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can't. I explicitly cannot participate in this conversation.
Yeah, you literally just like... Like,
I'm
you
just
have...
looking at this boat. This sure is a nice boat.
You digitally downloaded a zipper for your mouth and have just zipped it. You're just like, there we go. I can't cause any harm to me. You're like holding up a sign that says, I do not associate with Will at this moment. Just kind of just like, nope, not doing this.
I found another chest.
Where?
It was on the top of the ship here. I think we cleared out everything else, but we just missed that one.
I don't know where you are, unfortunately.
Are
you even above water right now?
Some more stuff. No, I'm dived.
Did you say I'm dive or I'm die?
Dived.
Okay.
I am submerged.
I am die.
I am die. Thank you forever. I'm on the one that's behind the red crate.
Oh, I spy a Haya. Careful for any purples. This place is apparently just a giant poison mine trap.
Apparently, I did find a PV plant, just like crammed between some rocks, which I don't appreciate, because the one on the beach still hasn't respawned. Do it.
Oh, the jokes write themselves, and I can't. Unlike Haya, I don't go for low-hanging fruit. I like to work for my comedy. But also, you know, everybody has their kinks.
Oh no! I hit a lionfish!
What's a lionfish?
They're poisonous!
God damn it!
I was gonna kill it. You use them to make shark repellent.
And now it's repelled you from life.
Man, let's just go make a loom. I'll let this kill me. We'll cultivate
How many
the
hearts
plant.
do you have?
I mean, all of them now. All of them for.
Well, then you're fine. Are you back home? Or back
I'm,
at home base, rather?
I'm still diving boats in case we missed any other.
I'm sure there's some joke that could be made about low-hanging fruit. Oh, of course.
All right, I will just bring this
I don't
chest.
understand how. You're worse than I am, and I am distinctly horny on main way too often. Orange, I'm not, how to say it, I'm not, like, degen. I just, how to say it, it's a very interesting situation because my brain is not naturally, like, perverted. But when I hang out with certain people for a while or notice, ooh, 11 days. Yeah, sure, Cobalt. I just start seeing how certain people interact with things. Like, my brain is very pattern recognition. So when I see that, like, a certain joke like, a certain thing triggers a certain joke, my brain takes that pattern into consideration. It's very much like, and hello, Luna D, how's it going? How are you? I hope that you're having a great day today. A good example. So, Avatar has made the joke several times of this is getting out of hand, now there are 2 of them. I can't hear you because you're at work. That is a very reasonable reason not to be able to hear me, Luna D. I hope that you can at least read the subtitles. Now, because he's made that joke a couple times, my brain has now taken on the if joke related to this is getting out of hand, now there are 2 of them, is triggered, am now thinking about it because I know Avatar will make that joke. Even if Avatar does not even make that joke. So a lot of the jokes that I have in my head that are like quick association are just pure pattern recognition. It's very strange. I continue to ponder that I am probably on the spectrum. I am actually working towards potentially getting diagnosed, or at least getting, how to say it, see if I actually am on the spectrum or not. Because, good God, the signs are everywhere. Will just has sicko to sicko communication. There is something to be said about the whole, like, the social masks, you know? Like, you interact with different people in different ways. But I hope you're surviving. I am, Luna D. Yes. Ha 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 ha. Yes. I'm liking this little collection you got going on.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think I did just fill up the newest. I think we should take this and head back.
I believe that is absolutely the correct thing to do, and then probably rush back and stuff even more stuff in, because we do not have everything yet.
Yeah, if you want to.
Hold on, I'll grab... Oh, you actually did get all the sticks. Oh. Oh, very impressive. Oh no, there's some of them strewn along the beach. I will pick some of them up, because I still have inventory space. Also, I am dubbing this island Cursed Island. Because that is 3 times that we have been poisoned here.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's one of those, like, how to say, there should definitely be some, like, look, I'm not superstitious, but it's just happened too often. All right, I'll grab the last box.
Hold on, it's making me drop stuff. There we go.
I stole the box. Now what? Get heck, nerd.
Thank you. Oh, Will's just getting ready to leave. Feels
thought
like I'm
that's-
out.
I thought that's what we were doing.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm
Told me
in.
that we were- I'm very bad at communication.
That's okay.
I'm waiting until Haya has a seat.
There you go. It wasn't giving me the option to sit. There we go. I am seated.
That is totally fine. Game is bully sometimes. All right. Come on, round 3 of no sharks. I have already ruined it. Why is the game is dragging me in this direction? I'm getting dragged and slain. I am sipping on some true tea right now. Haya's just like, nope. Nope. Hello, shark. You don't
No, sorry.
scare
I was
me.
just thinking about how long I have left and whether I should just go drown myself in the shadow. Whether or not we should just make some band-aids after we have built a loom, and then I will just drown myself in the shallows, and you can come slap a band-aid on my forehead.
Well, we need a loom first, so
Yeah,
we gotta take
the
this
loom
one
won't be
step at a
hard to-
time.
Yeah.
We gotta find those reasons why. One step at a time. Na 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 na. It's all pattern recognition. My brain is just a clusterfuck of like random memes and pattern recognition. That is all that my humor is.
Oh no.
Wow. Liar's just like, nah. Will singing? Unacceptable. You know what, Liar? I agree.
Will, is that our house?
It is.
Okay, okay.
Ma'am. I'm hurt.
Yeah, no, you're right. I'm sorry. I
No-
have the game at a lower resolution.
No
I had to
faith
check
in
your
you.
stream.
I can see into my own neck if I look at myself. It's very strange.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
What is a joke if not a meme and pattern recognition? Well, I'm sure there's other things to it, Cobalt. It can't be that simple, can it? It can't be as simple as just figuring out... Who was it? I think it was Oni Plays, who once told a story about a friend of his in school. They were in, like, grade school, and everybody was tasked to go home and write a joke. One of his friends did not go home and write a joke because he was, you know, one of those kids that didn't do his homework, which, you know, fair enough. But he was not one of the first person to go. But he started watching the other kids when they went up and told the joke, and he realized that there was a pattern to basically every joke. So when he went up, instead of making a joke, he literally just made the noises of the joke. So, like, you know, everyone else would be just like, what's the difference between da-ba-da and da-ba-da? You know, joke. So when he went up, he literally was just like, zabadaba, gabadaba, spadada, because that was literally the cadence for everybody. And then the teacher got really mad at him. And I'm like, what are you talking about? That should be rewarded. That is pattern
No, I don't.
recognition. That is actually intelligence.
You should have gotten an A+.
Ma'am,
I've stopped. I've given up.
I just wanted to put
I've
the
given
paddle
up.
back. I just want to put the paddle back. And yes,
All right,
Luna
so
D,
let me
was.
drop all of these chests in the house so that you may have them for building. And our fibers respawn, so I'm gonna do that.
Is it respawned or is it gaslighting you?
It's showing up on both of our screens, so I'm hoping it's respawn.
There's one thing we need to do first. You said we have a pie plant?
Yeah, I have one.
All right. I don't give a fuck anymore. We need to put down the thing. Where did I put that hammer?
Yeah. Figure out where we're farming. And I guess I'll build a loom real quick. What do I need for a loom?
Oh, where did I put that hammer again?
Oh, I can just quick craft a bandage because I had some fabric.
Oh,
Here, Will, hold this.
I ain't holding nothing. I can't find my
Toot.
hammer
Okay,
though, and
well-
I'm frightened. Did I just throw it on the floor and in the base? That's a decent guess as to what happened, but still. Hey Spencer, how's it going? Hello, happy Monday. I hope that you're doing well. Where is my hammer? I want my hammer. I'm gonna have a tantrum if I don't get my hammer.
Oh, I have another one over here. There was one in the box that I found. So we actually do have 2 hammers now, like nice ones.
See, you say that, but the last time that we had this, one of them disappeared. And
True.
I can't be hurt again, Haya. I can't do it I can't do it a second time. Alright, where is this hammer then? I needs to know. Cause I got to
it should be
know.
it should be right around there. I didn't put it in the
Alright, chat. We're playing that fun game called Find the Thing.
Is that not it right there? Behind the oh no, those are sticks.
Beep. Don't you beep at me. That's just Haya.
Oh wow, after the bar goes down, you stay alive for a while.
I do not see a hammer anywhere, Haya.
Oh no! Will, look out!
What? Oh my... Did you just insta-die? What just happened? I just see Haya fling by. Oh god, where's that bandage? What happened?
Oh, I didn't want to put up with slowly dying of poison, so I
Yeah, go
I
on.
ended things on my own terms.
What did you do? Put a flare gun to your head?
I just went for a little nap in shallow water. And then the game just ragdolled me. Thank you. I'll build a loom now.
I need to find my hammer. I'm frightened. I was wondering
Oh,
why
the
you
hammer's
weren't
right
just
here.
coming
Do you
to
not
get...
see it? Wait, can you not see this?
Oh, there it is.
Okay, nice. Okay, good.
I'm not burring, I'm brooming. Broom, like a motorcycle. Isn't that a vocal exercise?
It
Like,
is.
What happened? Luna D, if you can read this. Haya sunk her head in low water, drowned herself, and then the game decided to hurl her body in my direction, frighteningly. Oh, I need 1 lashing, please. One
Oh, there's some
lashing
lashing. There's some
required.
lashing right here. I'm stuck on this tree.
I'll cut down the tree.
Why am I stuck on this tree? Okay, I escaped.
Okay. Also, tree is not cut downable.
Okay,
Also
good. Well,
here,
it's a
have
good
an
thing I
axe.
escaped then. But here's some lashing.
And the axe is right here. I only need 1. How did you get all of the cloth to stand up like this?
Curse.
It's cursed, all right. She's finally transformed herself into a quail. Haya's doing something. I'm not sure what it is, but it frightens me.
That's a normal reaction. That's fine.
Farm plot. Where's the pee-pee? Where's the pee-pee?
Oh, it's over here in this one.
I hope I can plant this. Hold to plant the plant. We did it! Green thumb. Plant your first plant.
Nice. We gotta
We must
water it
protect
now,
it. We have to protect this boy. He must be protected.
So, Will, do you have a? Do you still have that?
Yes. Yes. Hey, operator, how's it going?
The thing.
The thing. Oh man, you know I got so many things. There's like
it holds water.
a flask.
Yeah.
Sure do.
Yeah. If you could fill that with water, it's and then use that to water the plant. Use that to water our plot.
Oh, operator. So the PP/pi, the whatever the heck you want to call it. So this plant, its big thing is that you can mix it with the item that I'm holding right now to create antidotes for poison. It is a very, very important plant. And now we finally have the ability to grow it, which is immensely important. Oh, medical. Yes, very, very important. This plant right here is the reason that last time we managed to survive. It's the only reason we managed to survive. Also, sorry, redeem fake cool fact. Hyasynth orchards, providers of the lowest hanging fruit. That's right. If you've ever thought about that, are you tired of lowbrow humor? Are you tired of having to spend time meticulously plotting out a particular type of joke that may or may not land? Introducing Hyasynth Orchard, where you can buy the low-hanging fruit at the most competitive of prices. I'm sorry, Aya.
Are you though? I feel like you're not.
I felt like I was kind of on a roll with that, if nothing else. I felt like it was a relatively good joke. It was a little shaky, but like, also toes. Oh no, sorry. Sledgy. Sledgy is kind of nose first in the ground at the moment.
I took a minute where I forgot I forgot that's what we named the shark.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said toes, because I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Oh wait, no, we didn't call him toes. No, bad Will. Stop calling him toes.
You really want to call him toes, I guess. I'm not gonna tell you.
I won't call him toes. Also, Haya, you do have to come and grab your crude spears and such at some point.
Oh,
they're right here. And there's also some in the water still, I believe, unless you pick those up.
I think I grabbed those.
Okay, then no further issues. I thought it was sledgy. Look, Scott, things change over time, okay? If... like, I'm terrible. Hey, Spicy, welcome back. I remember trying to be... because, like, I do D&D dungeon mastering from time to time. And, like, I will try to do character voices. And they will stick around for a little bit. And then they don't become the right voice anymore. Like, English voices become, like, Australian. And, like, English voices become Russian. And Russian become Italian. It is just, like, I don't know what I'm doing. Somewhere, everywhere, somewhere, I'm doing something wrong. I didn't actually look into it, Pavlov. I need to look into that still, because I don't know how to feel about it. And please don't do that to me right now as well. I'm doing a collab. Pavlov brought up an idea for D&D the other day, and I was very underslept, so I was like, everything was a distraction, and he brought it up, and like, I had to genuinely be like, no, we can't talk about this, because I'm going to go look this up, and I will not be able to like, continue stream, because I'll just literally be sitting here researching something. Like, just live, and everyone's gonna be like, Will, are you coming back? And I'm like, don't worry about it. So it's like, yep, I have to kill that for now.
Alright, Will. I know you're in the build zone, but can we sleep so I don't die when I go to fish?
Yeah!
Ah!
That's my Will is going to sleep noise. My neighbors hate me. Up. Fine, freaking shoulder to shoulder then, game. If you want to be so yeah about it. These S-tier ideas are completely
oh right, I'm supposed to build a loom.
You haven't built a loom yet.
I'm sorry.
Which one of us has the ADHD here, Aya?
I don't have a diagnosis.
Therefore, you can't say nothing.
Yep.
It'll
Alright,
just
so I
turn
need
into
6
Smeagol.
sticks
No,
and
no, no, no. That's not
4
Smeagol. Smeagol is more like... Oh god, I used to actually do a half-decent Smeagol impression back in the day. Yeah, I don't know if I want to open up that Pandora's box, you know? I don't think I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you're just like, maybe it's just best not to. I had that with chatting with some friends the other day. They brought up a particular topic that, like, semi-pertained to me in some regard, but, like, would be one of those, if I said it, the Pandora's box that comes with saying yes to that was just like, no, it's not worth it. The insight that I can bring into this topic is not worth the suffering that will come from it. The PP plant, it grows.
Nice. Let's go.
Like, actually, notably, there's like...
yeah,
I don't
it's
know
like
exactly
it's
Like,
there
I
it
don't know
goes.
exactly. It's like actually gaining, I suppose. Maybe it's not best to bury it. Hold on. I want 6 sticks to stick into 6 strawberries. I'm sorry? Why are you putting sticks in strawberries? Just stick 6 strawberries onto 1 stick. Or alternatively, just eat the strawberries, because strawberries are delicious. Okay, hold on. This is a... You know, I had an idea. Last time that we talked, I was like, I have an idea of what I want to do with the house. And I still do, but I'm, like, anxious that it'll go wrong, because you don't get that many resources back. You know what I mean? What did what? I don't know, Scott. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows what's
No
happening.
one knows. Bow, bow, da, bow. Oh, I need 1 lashing for stairs. Oh, yeah, 1 lashing, please. Look at this loom. I wonder if we get any fruit from it.
Oh, probably not.
Will asks Haya for 1 lashing. It's true. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrow. Yeah. He's talking about darkness like it's an old friend. Completely different song, but I don't know the song that Pavlov is referencing, so I can't quote it. Otherwise I would. I don't know. Maybe I've heard it wrong, but this stream gets Oh, Sky, you just dropped a word on me. Lascivious. Lascivious? Hiya, there's a word I can't read.
I actually don't know that one either.
Heck.
Every once in a while, Scott will out himself as smart.
Yes, Scott is one of those. He's like, haha, I get upset about certain things. And I seem like a silly boy, but in reality, I am super smart. All right, so it goes. Lascivious. Feeling or revealing an overt or often offensive sexual desire.
Oh my.
Lavidious. Or lascivious. There we go. Lascivious.
Oh, I'm starving to death.
Weren't you going to go get food or something?
I was gonna do a lot of things, Will.
All right. You know what? We'll double team this to some extent. I'll go hunt down a crab. I'll murder the crab.
I got a crab. I'm gonna catch like a bunch of sardines. Come here. We should have brought the sardines back from the other island. They're gonna rot.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a bunch of smoked fish here for us.
We're doing really good, Haya. Did I ever tell you that?
We're doing pretty good.
My We started...
I'm pretty sure we have enough engine parts to actually make an engine. And then we just need a fuel still.
This crab is elusive. But I got him.
All right.
I only
have,
use
like,
small words because I can fit more of them in my smooth brain. Hell yeah, Orange, you get it. Someone saying so. Oh my god, that's what this was about, Scott. It was about the pee-pee plant. Stop making innuendos challenge impossible. I don't know what that means, liar. Well, I know what innuendo means, but... Well, the crab is floating. Poof. Can't stop, won't stop, should stop. Please help me. Good God, Haya. Why did you get so many sardines? No, I don't think
Because they give a
skinning
surprising
affects
amount
the...
of-
Oh yeah, it does give you a surprising amount of food. I don't think it does damage to your knife, though, skinning. Oh, there's a word, Orange. Sisyphinian. Very nice. I like that. I wish that I was able to use that kind of a word more often. Sisyphinian is such a good word. All right.
All right. I'll put the rest of the meat on the ground. Delicious round meat.
We need more wood in the fire.
Yeah, I'll go grab some.
Please and thank you. Push that rock, nerd. Yeah. Sisyphine. I'm sorry that I have dyslexia, liar. What's it like kicking a person with a mental disorder? Huh? What's that like? This is how I try to clap back. It's all I've got. How did you find meat in a series of islands? Oh, not the big boss. It is all fish. I wouldn't know. I'm only on the receiving end. No, Orange. You're doing great, Orange. No notes. And
I really want to put some shelves in the house, but I feel like it's just gonna aggravate Will when it turns out they're in the wrong spot.
How do you make shelves? Also, I need one lashing. I still don't have my lashing.
Crafting. You can use planks.
But hi, I want lashings.
Hmm?
I want lashings. And I'm gonna stay mad until I get them. This is just me being unreasonable. Well, accidentally picked that up. Wait, lashings might potentially be in the box. Mental disorder. Strimmer brain.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah. You're not a completely sane human being if you decide to become a streamer.
Also, Will, we're dumb. I was like, we should use the palm fronds for water instead of the other kind, and then I didn't bring any palm fronds. And I forgot to bring palm fronds.
You want me to go get the palm fronds?
Maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna put some of my stuff in the middle here so that I don't lose it. Don't need that right now.
No, I'll come with you, because we can actually just grab a bunch of stuff.
And the
Oh.
meat.
I do need, like, water now, though.
No, there'll be water waiting for us over there.
I guess that's true. I don't
Assuming
know if
there
I'm
was
gonna
something
make it
put
that
in there,
long.
which there's no way. Oh, you'll make it. I believe in us. But we gotta do it, like, now. The adventure begins, Haya. Put on your adventurer's boots and your big boy underwear. I don't know what adventurers wear.
Big girl pathfinding.
Big girl pathfinding. Is that a thing? Is that a reference to something in particular?
That's the reference to me having pathfinding that's not good.
I am. Where are you at? The raft is in the water. guess I'm going
Wait,
by
should
myself.
we empty out some of those boxes that are full of sticks, or okay, no, let's just go.
Wait, no, you're right. That's a very good idea.
Yeah.
Brick Muppet, hello! Hold on to that foot thing for a second, Haya. 1 second.
Yeah, just purge the sticks out of the box, and we'll just go load up again.
Hold on. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah. Almost done. Almost done.
You're good. I'm cooking up some more food while you do that.
Panicking. The house is
There
now
too.
more sticks than house. Perfect. I nailed it.
Oh no!
Alright, I'm grabbing 3 boxes. That should be enough to carry most of the stuff. How are you, Brick Muppet? I hope that you were doing well.
Will, please eat this floor meat.
Eat the floor meat. I apologize if I'm a little distracted right now. Oh god, now I gotta find the other floor meat. There it is. Ow. You pulled it back in. Oh, we're going out, Haya. You just have to keep an eye on it.
Look, Will, I
lose things.
do. In my game, I don't have a raft because the game stole it like three play sessions in.
I'm starting
So-
to drift. You have to hurry. Because I am also kind of dying of thirst slightly.
Oh, there's one last drink. Get one last drink before we go.
It's too late. I'm already in the water.
It's too late. He's already gone.
I mean, I am
already
kind of
lost him.
drifting at the moment, so I
I
hope
don't
you
know
had
where
this-
you're at. Ah!
What? No, I weren't. Go to the cooking area and then just look towards the sea.
My stamina's gone. Oh, I see you. I'm coming.
What were you up to,
Slowly
by the
but
way,
surely.
Brick Muppet? I hope that you were having a good time. Oh my god, how is your stamina so bad?
I don't know.
At least you could swim.
All
Alright.
right, I'm on. Let's go.
We straight zooming right now, boys and girls. Raid message goes here. Hell yeah. When you don't know what the raid message is, just talk about the raid message. I mean, who doesn't want to have a chat that's like herding cats while trying to play a game and not dial at the same time? Scott, that's just streaming. Will, quiz from earlier. What is the word for meat? It was Niku.
Niku.
Niku. Boom. I'm sorry that I didn't answer earlier. And you were playing Final Fantasy 14? Hell yeah, my dude. Titanic flute. See, you guys need an aircraft carrier, not a raft. Hi, is there an aircraft carrier in this game?
No, but we could probably build an equivalent.
Oh my
We're the end game.
You guys died in the raft. Shoot an arrow and get. Oh, if Will dies in the raft, shoot an arrow and give him a Viking's death. But Haya needs this raft. In that
Titanic
case,
flute.
in that case, we definitely need to make sure that I'm on one of the buoy rafts. Just like, heck it, put me in the buoy raft. You can set that on fire. It's not too important.
The buoy raft that put you in the one that I messed up by mistake. So now we have one less buoy raft than we should.
Well, we have 2 buoy rafts now, technically. And they're both wonderful. They're kind of small, but wonderful. With F-22s? I don't know, Artificer, but that'd be pretty cool. Be just like, why do we even care about anything? We literally have jets. Oh no, the sandbox. The sandbar. Let me go over it.
Just be aware. Just be aware there's purple death all around us. Here, I'll get out and I'll...
No, I've escaped.
No? Okay. Okay.
You don't understand. I'm persistent. Would you
There's
intercept
another purple
me?
thing right
I'd
there.
intercept you.
Okay, I'm getting out.
Wait, where's the purple thing? Is it like underneath?
No, it's like behind it.
There. That thing ain't going nowhere. Water!
Alright!
Ah. Woo! It just filled up my hydration. They get into a hurry and immediately crash when they try to take off. What do these buttons do? The whole thing just goes down immediately. There. Boxes. Oh, and look how nicely they're set up. It's wonderful.
Nice.
Here's the cursed knowledge for Niku. Both applies to muscle and to the fat on chubby. I mean, that's not cursed. That makes sense because it's an all-encompassing thing. Like technically, you could call. I mean, there's a reason that like certain like more psychopathic like robotic characters in games will call people like meat sacks, you know, because it's like, yeah, I mean, you can technically simplify us down to that.
Negative. I am a meat popsicle.
A meat popsicle. That implies that you're cold, though. I'm not taking that to its logical conclusion, Haya. But just know I could.
It's from The Fifth Element.
Please do not. Oh God, I haven't watched The Fifth Element in years.
Will, the crab bit me.
Haya, stop playing with the crab. Also, why is the
sorry.
crab alive?
It's just a small one. The small one bit me.
Hold on. Please do not. Please do not the emergency shelter. Ditto. Line crosser. There's a lot of messages in chat, and I just don't understand. Hold on. Wrong answer. Wrong answer in what regard, Scott? Do you mean... Oh, you mean you didn't watch The Fifth Element like 6 times a year? No! I've watched it once, was like, huh, that was an experience, and then never watched it again. Scott, I watch like 3 movies a year, probably. One of them... Oh, no, that was last year, wasn't it? Or was it this year when I got forced to watch... Well, I got conned into watching... I can't remember the movie. Why can't I remember the name of the movie? I know exactly what it is. I know the... Thank you, not the big boss. That might actually help. Ghost in the Shell. Oh my god. That was an adventure. Orange, I see that you enjoy. I just said it, liar. It's Ghost in the Shell, the animated movie specifically.
The 90s animated one.
No, I was
welcome,
I was in Scott's chat the other day and I mentioned it. I mentioned that I watched, that was like one of the most recent movies I've watched, and he's just like, do you mean the live action one? And I'm like, no, and he's like, good. Like there was a lot of like, I have a knife right now that can cut through the internet. And yes, Dutch ASMR, I see it. I'm sorry, Haya.
Alright, let's go.
Hold on, I need to make sure my phone works with me first, because it is really fighting me today, for whatever reason. My goodness, and a lot of... Alright, that explains all the messages. Alright, we got that. The 6 minutes. Yeah, nice try. Nice try, not the big boss. This is 3 minutes of both happening simultaneously. You know how this works. All right. And I've been told that, Brick Muppet. I've only seen the movie. One of the movies. I think there's multiple animated movies, isn't there? Dead silence from Haya. The only person that I can
Wait,
look
what?
at right now for information. I'm like, there's multiple Ghost in the Shell movies, isn't there? In terms of
Oh,
animated?
yeah. I mean, there's the 90s movie, and then there's like several series. I haven't seen the series.
That is okay. All right. Oi! Phone being a butt. All right. We got them. Dutch and ASMR redeems. So be prepared, everybody. It's only for 3 minutes. We can handle 3 minutes, can't we? Yeah, we can. All right. Well, you're about to hear it, Artificer, so meh. So, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Dus nu moet ik een klein beetje zachter praten. En een klein beetje dichter bij de microfoon zijn. Oké, dus, Haya, ben je klaar om meer werk te doen? Je kan gewoon ja zeggen. Ook al weet je niet wat ik net zeg. Oh, en Haya?
Ja,
Sorry.
it's okay.
Ik moet het zeggen. Sorry, er is geen andere weg om het te doen. Liar, dat doe ik niet. Ik spreek Nederlands. Ik spreek gewoon maar Nederlands. Er zijn geen slangen. Maar er is wel een klein beetje slang. Slang. Als je het zachtjes zegt. Nee, dat ben ik niet. Haya, kun je alsjeblieft iedereen vertellen dat ik niet een witch ben? Alsjeblieft.
I feel like I'm having a harder time understanding because of the ASMR than I am because of the Dutch.
Sorry. Oké. Ik ga nu heel langzaam praten. Omdat
Langzaam?
soms werkt dat. Ja, langzaam.
What happened with top Polish? Oh no!
Hey Lonesome, hoe gaat het? Ik kan op het moment niet Engels spreken, maar ik probeer mijn best om het te doen. Ah ja, wij moeten werken. We moeten werk doen. Dus ik ga wat eten maken. En jij verstaat me niet, dus ik weet niet waarom ik denk dat dit helpt. Het helpt niet. Oh, we hebben niet eens vuur meer. Oh nee. Hebben we wel vuur? Oh, hier is het vuur. Die is van mij nu. Pam. Lekker. Ben jij oké, Haya?
Ja.
Oké. Ik drink een klein beetje water. We zijn bijna klaar. Nog 20 seconden. En dan moet ik een heleboel spul weer lezen. In Engels. Zodat mensen mij kunnen verstaan. En dit is chocoladedonder over en uit. That was 3 minutes. There you go. So, langzaam is slow. It's a description, but it's specifically a description of like speed. So if you say that something is langzaam, it's that it's slow. All right, let me do a couple of things. This was worth the bits. You're a bum, Orange. Sorry, well, you don't speak demon. I was speaking Dutch, you derp. You dip, 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 dip. And hello, Lonesome. I thought I entered the wrong stream for a moment. No, you did not. Welcome, Lonesome. How are you? Talk to Will in binary. Well, she could have done that, but she didn't. Oh, gotta turn off the... Wait, I don't even need to do that. I can
Yeah,
just
I've
tell
gotta learn how to properly
Nah, you just gotta learn Dutch so that we can talk Dutch to each other. So repeat after me. G.
Cray.
G.
K. One more time. Is it H or?
It's an A but with a phlegm at the start, so it's G.
Cray. Hey.
You add an R to it, which I like.
Oh no.
G.
Hey.
F.
F.
F. Yeah. Wait. What was it? Oh, sorry.
H,
It's not F.
Oh,
Sorry, it is they. They.
They.
Not with a W, but with a V. So it's
Hmm.
they. So G. They.
They.
They. With a W.
Visible confusion.
Don't worry. I'm realizing I'm actually goofing it up with something else right now. It's G. It's G. Ve. Day. That's what it is. So G. So think, literally think of gay, but like phlegmify the G. G. And then Fae, like think of literally like, you know, like mystical fairy creatures. Fae.
Is this the alphabet?
No. But you are using letters of the alphabet. And then day.
What does this mean?
Well, say them first and then I'll tell you.
I know. That's like Streamer 101. No.
Ah, dang it. All right. Well, Gefe Day are the initials for Godverdomme, which is God damn it.
Oh. Will, I think our boxes are loaded up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I will grab the boxes and we will move back to base.
Yeah, I think we're... Oh, I'm gonna grab like all of these sardines.
I'm going to grab this flare gun I found. I don't really need the torch. Why do you have so many spy glasses of all things?
I don't know. I don't know.
Can you also grab the crude axe, please, and thank you? He's trying to trick you with blasphemy. Clearly, another point of evidence that he's yeah, I'm sure, liar. That's what it is. It's not just because Gefe Day was Godverdomme were my first words as a kid, because I hung out with my Opa a lot, and my Opa had a tendency to swear a little bit. So
Just a little bit.
so my first words were "God damn it," and so my mom, so my mom had to go to my Opa, on my dad's side and be like, "Hey, I don't ask for a lot, but can you not do this in front of him?" I was doomed to fail, Haya. But also, like, that was a pretty common, like how to say, how to describe. My dad and I are both not good with dealing with our emotions, but we are ours are very much verbal emotion responses. So it's a lot of like, ah, kind of situations. Like it's not violence. It's just like you just need to like literally just shout out the negative. So there was.
Do we want to maybe
ahead.
sleep and drive back in the morning?
No, we only go at night.
All right. Careful of the purple.
Oh, you write this purple here.
Let me see if I can just like. There we go. Push it out. Can you get in? Okay.
Push it. I wish I could remember who actually sings that. I just remember that it's from an NHL. Gosh dang it, I'm gonna have to push a little further because it's being a bum. Can I get an operate? Can I get an operate? Can we do that? Alright, there we go. Hiya, did you play any sports games when you were younger?
Nah,
Not your thing?
not really.
What word is that in Dutch, Will? I don't know what you mean. I don't know what that means. There was a point in time where a friend of mine was trying to learn some Dutch. And he was just like, literally just like, oh, what's the word for this? What's the word for this? You know, like started slowly, like learning vocabulary just through like little semblance of word. So I don't know how we got onto this, but it's still a meme to this day where he figured out that a cup is in kopje. Like kind of like if it's a smaller little mug, it would be called in kopje. And for some reason, I was trying to communicate in Dutch with him because he had known a little bit about it at that point. And then at one point he was trying to describe how many cups we had because we were just talking really simple structures. And then at one point he's like, hoeveel kopjes, which is how many cups. And I'm like, 10 kopjes. And he's like, 10 kopjes. And I'm like, 10 kopjes. And we just kept saying it back and forth. So now there's just this really dumb joke where just like every now and then one of us will be just like, so how many cups do you think we have? And it's immediately just like 10 kopjes. And it's like, 10 kopjes? Like, it's just this really, really dumb joke. Get friends like this, ladies and gentlemen. They're the best kind of friends. What? Hold on. The one where you made the sound like you stubbed your toe. What? Godverdomme? I mean, it's 3 words. It's god damn it. And what's the most functional phrase you can say in Dutch? Functional. Oh, I got one for you. Was the first sentence I ever taught anybody in high school. Ik ben cool.
Ik ben cool?
Which is I am cool. Hi, I fucked up. One moment, please.
Uh-oh. Did we do an oopsie whoopsie?
We're just taking the scenic route. It's
Are
fine.
we gonna have to get in the forever box?
No. What's going to happen is we're probably going to get a hello from the goblin shark that is in this general area.
Uh-oh.
And that's fine, because the waters are too dark. Oh, God. Liar, I do have to tell you that I'm not the best at reading Dutch. So, bear with me. If one speaks German in the Netherlands, will they be closely understood? There's some similarity, especially if the two are in the same type of, or along the same border. Like, the province that I grew up in was Drenthe. And Drenthe, like, the dialect has a lot of German in it. Or at least a lot of like, loose German to it. And the other side of the German-Dutch border, like, I don't remember which province that was exactly, but, they all had like a dialect that had a bit of Dutch in it. So technically we could like kind of form some semblance of understanding. But for the most part, no, they are relatively different. I remember once we went to Germany because I wanted to go to a World War II memorial. And we went to a restaurant, and my mom and my aunt were so confident in their German. Like, they're just like, yeah, everything will be fine, da-da-da-da-da. And then we got to a restaurant, and the lady said, like, 3 sentences. And both my aunt and my mom just went pale as they realized they had no idea what to do. Because they were not ready for the German. And then finally, I saw the deer in headlights, and I'm like, do you happen to speak English? And they're just like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, oh, thank God. But hold on, let me see. Hallo, waar is de... Oh, waar is de bibliotheek? Which is, hello, where is the library? See, I know stuff. Orange... I have no idea what language you're writing there, but I'm not reading it because I can't be certain that I'm not saying some horrifically heinous things. So nice try. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Ik ben Will, de hardcore, en geweldig? Geweldig? I think is how you would say that. Ooh.
Will, drop the boxes so I can start
Brow,
putting...
brow, brow, brow.
Bow, bow, bow. Okay, thank you.
I dropped the boxes. I did good. I did exactly as was instructed. I love that you've almost
did.
made a shed with the scrap. I really want to fire the flare gun, but I can't. No one man should have all that power.
Will, please come drink some of this water so it can refill.
Too busy laughing. Hold on, let me read the things one more time. Aren't fish attracted to female pheromones? It's a myth, but they do believe that, yes. There are people that used to believe that. How long did you live in the Netherlands? I moved to Canada just before I turned 7. A month before I turned 7. And I have visited several times and hope to visit again relatively soon. You know, with my lack of income. The Great Unifier, English. Look, sometimes, Jet Fuel, sometimes you just gotta be like, I'm gonna bite the bullet and hope for the best. Do you speak English? I know how to say nasty words in French and Italian. But Orange, I thought that you only remembered simple words. But now you're also knowing different languages? That sounds pretty big brain to me. And there's a difference between... Oh, God. Oh, there's also a difference between Hogeduits and Platteduits. Absolutely, Artificer. Absolutely. And then there's, of course, the dialects then, too, right? And that gets into a whole other thing. Every time I come here, I learn something new about Will. First, you thought you were just a gamer, the art streamer, and then you learn that you do 3D art, and now you're Dutch? Yeah! I'm very interesting.
Will has layers.
No. Don't lie to the people.
I'm gonna.
See? But that proves that you admit that you're lying. You admit that you're lying with that statement. What can I say?
Not about that, though.
Orange, I don't know if I want to read that. Haya, I'm going to make you read that sentence in your head first, and then you tell me if you think it's safe to say.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that just says that you're, like, big sexy. That's,
but I don't know.
That's my rough AI translation.
So, but I don't understand. I don't know how to say that. So be Jai, Biankop. Yeah, Boonkop de Sexe. Will also has a 6-pack. I wish not the big boss. I'm working towards it, but I hate core works out. Buku? It's like Buku.
I believe so.
So Buku.
I mean, like,
de
that's
Sexe.
my bad American.
Oh, it's probably
Will,
wrong.
I dropped my knife.
Hiya, pick
Will,
up your knife.
Can you skin these 20 sardines for me
Oh,
again?
good. I'm pretty sure at this point you're doing this on purpose. Where are the sardines?
They're right over here.
Remember, every stream up until this point, Haya has been the like, Will, please drink water. Will, please eat food. Will, please stop dying. And now it's slowly turning into Haya mom, you know, just like, you know, island husband, please cut the fish. Island husband, please carry the things. And I'm just like, I don't recall signing up to this. And it's just like, do you want to eat? And I'm like, all right, that's actually a pretty good argument.
Look. I'm managing the smoker.
Oh no, you're doing great. Don't you know, don't misunderstand my statements here. You're doing very well. And of course, Orange has a word for that too. Here's French. Angry Albertian noises.
Look, I will be the AI companion. I'm just every once in a while gonna need you to skin 20 sardines at a time.
Yeah, it's such a weird requirement, right? Like it feels like one of those situations, like, you know, like it's like a devil's bargain, you know, where it's just like, simply sign the contract and you will be asked to do one thing, and it's like, what's the one thing? You will find out when you get there. And then, do I put it in the box? Is that the plan?
No. There's cooked meat in the box. That's where we're gonna keep our food. I'm gonna try to start organizing since stuff's kind of everywhere.
Hell yeah. But then after a while, all of a sudden it's just like, you know, like you do the thing, and then it's like, I'm going to need you to take this piece of paper across the street and put it in a mailbox. A person will show up and wave to you 3 times and give you a parcel. Take the parcel and bring it to this building. Put it on the front step, knock 7 times, and then you are done. You're like, why? It's like, that's just part of the contract. It's like, am I doing terrorism? Is that what's about to happen?
Oh no.
Oh, also, Haya, we have been going for 3 hours. I don't know what your time limit is, so
should we stop?
I should make sure to point that out, because I don't want you to be like, the laundry! It's been out there for 10 hours! The laundry! And I'm like, hi, are you okay? And you're just like, on your knees crying for some reason, and I'm like, it's just laundry, Haya. It's okay. Being Dutch is like an original sin, except crucifixion can't dissolve you it. That hurts, Orange.
No.
That hurts. I thought that was Liar for a second, because I could see Liar saying something like that, but not Orange. Orange.
You see, when that happens, I just still yell at Liar.
Orange says mean thing. Liar, you had something to do with this, didn't you? It was me. I stole the laundry. Will did ash for lashing. It's true. I still don't have any lashings, Haya.
Like, this has repeatedly happened to poor Liar. Well, Liar will just be vibing in my chat, and someone else will say something particularly egregious, and I'll be like, Liar!
Oh, you know that she's committing war crimes somewhere. She's just like, you're yelling at me for the wrong reason. Also, where's our fiber?
There's some in here.
Oh, there's another box.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out where this one should go.
4. All right, we'll get the. I want to build the stairs. I have been wanting to build stairs for like an hour now.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
It is okay. I'm just saying. I'm making the stairs. You cannot stop this anymore. It is inevitable. Did someone say war crimes? Hello, Cooks. Funny, people compared me to you, or compared you to me to you. One of those directions is correct, because I was like, yeah, you know, if Haya dies, maybe we should carve the body up. And everyone's just like, are you Cooks or something? And I'm like, no, I'm practical. It's different.
Also, Will, when is the last time you ate? Because I have more, I have smoked meat.
I have 3 food bars, so I'm actually pretty good. But I also have a crap ton of meat. 13 days! Oh, I'm thinking of 28 days later. One of the few horror movies I've seen. Because I don't know if that one is quite a horror movie. Oh, yeah. Is 28 Days Later a horror movie?
I mean, it's a zombie movie, right?
Yeah. It's the idea that the zombie plague is like a thing called rage in the bloodstream.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like,
it's
it
like
also makes you
rabies
puke
based.
blood. Yeah, it starts with monkeys, and like Greenpeace is the one that causes it because they try to let the monkeys go, and one of the monkeys bites them, and then the guy pukes up a bunch of blood in one of the other guy's face, and that's how 28 Days Later starts. Literally with Greenpeace trying to save monkeys.
I mean, yeah, seems legit.
Heckin' Greenpeace. Can you believe those guys? Just starting the end of the world.
Very rude of them.
Yeah, definitely not like a chill move. It's like anti-chill move. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Will, when was the last time you ate? I still have some limbs left. It's a horror movie, I believe. Yes. Yeah, liar nose. Yeah, I believe it. It wasn't even like an amazing movie. It had some, how to say it? It tried to be like edgy a couple of times. Like there's a scene with like when they get to an area full of like what is it? Like military guys, and they portray them as really bad because they're just like, ooh, by the way, Brick Muppet, I just saw you redeem. I will get to it in a second. And Haya, you might have to help me with that one a little bit. But
Okay.
they did like a redeem where it's just like, you know, these soldiers have only been with us boys for a while, and you got some ladies in your group. And I'm like, are you really going down this road right now? It was a very strange scene. I'm pretty sure all the military boys die, though. In kind of like a, that's what you get sort of way. I cannot find my hammer anymore. All right. The redeem is cool facts about hydrothermal vents.
Wait, are these real cool facts, or are we making
This is a
facts up?
real cool fact.
Oh man, the cool fact is that they exist. They're wild.
There, you can find them in nature. It's crazy.
So hydrothermal vents exist along the it's not subduction zones. They exist along cracks in plate tectonics. And when a lot of people think of hydrothermal vents, they think of those like spires, but they don't always necessarily look like that. Some of them are just areas of venting in the ocean floor. But they make it possible for a variety of life forms to exist where they otherwise would not be able to. Talk about the giant tube worms. I actually don't know too much about the giant tube worms.
Or
yeah.
just suddenly like, I have a thing I want to hear about too.
I will say NOAA is currently doing dives in Alaska, and I believe they are encountering the tube worms there. I'm more familiar with the shrimp that use chemosynthesis. They don't actually eat the stuff that's coming out of the vents, but they have bacteria in their like gills that converts it into stuff they can eat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Hydrothermal vents.
I was about to say,
Very
like, what
cool.
you just said absolutely, like, hits the mark of, like, yeah, cool facts about. Like, you're very much hitting the mark right now. Like, that would be
Nice.
more
I
than
did
enough
it.
already for it. And there you go, Brick Muppet. Hope that is worthy of the redeem, but I would like to think so. It was a good cover of things. They were poking them last time I tuned in. Oh. Brick Muppet, I am satisfied. And hello, Moon! Here to support the homies, but we'll be lurking. No problem at all, Moon. Thank you so much for stopping by. I know that I'm asking a lot right now by being like, no, we're not done yet. I need to do a couple more things. But just, please, indulge me for just a little
No,
bit
you're
longer.
okay. You're okay. I'm trying to figure out where shelves are so that I can ruin your house.
No, my house! Wait, where are shelves?
I just found some. I don't want to. Obviously, I'm not going to put them over the window. I should put them here.
I mean, you could put them up here once I get this set up. This could be the storage area.
Is that the storage area? Okay, I will refrain. I mean, we could put some here and put pretty decorative things.
Oh, actually, yeah, you can put like 1 or 2 shelves here for like, how to say, like, how would you say that? You know, like, this is for the, hey, we're going out on an adventure, grab your shit box.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, the stuff up there could be like, all right, do you need to store just a heck ton of stuff? Put it upstairs. Sorry, everybody. Super high
You're
energy intro, and now I'm just like, I'm building. I'm in my zen. Boop.
Okay, we'll peek downstairs so I can see. Yeah, like how does that look? Because we could probably put a chest on it if I put it at this height.
Oh, I'm down with that, yeah.
Okay, like instinctively I want to put it a little higher, but I think this is okay.
About to say, mostly just because you might not be able to get a box on it, like, because it'll just be a pain in the butt. Though theoretically, you could use boxes as like a height platform to hop onto in order to drop a box on it. You know what I mean? Like, you have to do like a weird like use physics on physics.
There we go, flawless.
The last time that I was trying to get those boxes in the right place, you said the exact same thing, so I'm glad that we're in the same spot. Oh. You just gotta pull it back. You just gotta pull it back. It's so close. It is even in the right direction. It's just there. Perfect. Don't even touch it anymore.
All right.
We did it.
I like how pleased you are with this.
Well, because it's in the right direction, it's just correct. All right? It's just correct. Correct is good. We like correct.
So I am going to put some like storage boxes here. As we raid other islands, we will absolutely come across I'm going to ruin it by trying to pull it to the side. Come on, just slide.
Likely.
Please. Okay, I think we're okay.
Also, ignore the fact that I'm, or specifically chat, ignore the fact that this should not be able to stand up on its own. I swear I'll get to all the things. I'm ADHDing really hard right now. I've also been playing a lot of Valheim in my free time, so like building, it was really interesting. I was chatting with my friend yesterday while we were playing Valheim, and they're just like, are you gonna have like fun at all tomorrow while you're streaming? Because like I presume you're going to be doing crafting, and I'm like, you have no idea how much I like crafting and building. You have no idea. Like I will, if there were people that were just supplying me with materials, I would just freaking build until the thing was done.
That's kind of what I was hoping to do for you here, but
we ran into a couple of situations.
Yeah.
And that is okay. I have no ill will towards that. In fact, it was kind of funny.
All right, there we go. Decorative lionfish. Maybe.
How many times am I going to drop this frickin' thing? Every time. It's like, you think I'd learn eventually. No, I don't. Not ever. Valheim is an amazing game. Right, Cooks? Oh, love Valheim. So freaking good. Hours of my life. No regret.
Okay, so those are all still full of sticks, so I'll leave that alone. I'll drag these back to the middle of the island. I actually might need to stop.
That is absolutely fine. And if you will permit me to just put 2 more walls in,
Yeah,
that
no,
will take me like a solid like minute. Heck, we can even do the outro while I'm building the walls. Easy. So I guess in that case, if you do need to stop, then in that case, hiya, where can people find you? Not that everybody here doesn't already know who you are.
Hey, you can find me over on twitch.tv/Hyasynth_live. That is where I am live. I have YouTube channels, but they're inactive. Don't worry about those. You can also find me on twitter.com/Hyasynth, all one word.
The fact that you hesitated from your own channel is causing me so much worry.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Don't even worry about it. I'm not worried about it.
See, I wish this was a server where you could still keep playing. I wish this was like my Zomboid server. Cause I feel bad. Cause I'm like, I gotta not be here.
Fair, but can you at least come and see what I've got so far?
Oh, absolutely.
That is my final request.
And I put some boxes out. I put some boxes by the loom and the leather one.
Thank you, Bells, by the way.
This is shaping up really nice.
Yeah.
This is gonna be really nice.
Already has a second floor.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be so good.
So this is, I'm thinking here is kind of like going to be like the shelf storage area. And then
Yeah.
I don't think we get beds, but I like the idea of having like a little bed right here.
No, we
like
can make beds, yeah.
There you go. I mean, because it makes sense, right? You'd want to have the beds above the water line so that if there is any like particularly turbulent weather,
make
you'd
sense.
be like, whew, glad I'm up here as the rickety cabin slowly shakes. Yeah, all right. And in that case, my socials.
I put a lionfish on the shelf. That's my contribution to.
Yeah, every time it's how to say it. It's like the Chinese like finger trap. You know, it's like, oh, every time you reach towards that wooden box, there's a chance you'll die.
Stop.
They're fascinating. If we put another, then my other request is if we put another one up, we have to try and get one of the bats on it for just.
Oh yeah, no, we can do that.
Why?
Absolutely.
I don't know, but it makes me laugh. And Cooks, how dare you? I know you have friends. Maybe you just don't have friends who play a lot of Valheim. In which case, get friends that play Valheim. It's the only option. All right. Well, in that case, let's quickly do a save so that we guarantee that it's
that's a good
saved.
point.
I love that we have a house over there, and it's just like, all right, everybody over to the tiny little shelter.
That's what I did for like the first 60 days on my own play. Like I had a house, but the only thing that lived in it was the shark I caught.
Hold on, I need to know. How far down are beds? Are there even beds?
There are beds. Also, just so you're aware, there's the loom and the tanning rack, and then the stuff that they make go in this box that's next to them. And then I should turn off the fire, because...
And one flare gun. Hell yeah. Also, let me chug water real quickly, because...
Oh, please do, yeah.
And let me really quickly check the farm plot. Oh, he's full water. He's doing great. Lionfish won't actually kill you? But then what will it do, Brick Muppet? It can poison. I know it has, like, poisonous barbs, but maybe they just paralyze? Which is also horrifying. That's why nobody likes the idea of playing Raft and going over a sea of jellyfish. Because the instant you fall into that sea of jellyfish, you don't come back up again. One poke and suddenly you got nerve damage. 1,000 pokes and suddenly you just... I'm not going to go down this road because I know there's some people here who have thalassophobia and it's mean to start talking about that.
Oh no.
But yeah, okay. And in that case, I will do the whole... my socials as well. I have a Twitter, I have a Discord, I have a YouTube, I have VODs, I have an ASMR channel, so I need to worry about. Right now, I'm going to try my best to every day for the rest of this month to release a short on the regular YouTube channel, if that's interesting to you at all. Some of them are going to be funny, some of them are going to be hopefully funny. And now we just need to find somebody to raid really quick. Oh, I already know who we're raiding. I haven't raided Falala in so long because she has been swamped by work recently. And she's playing only up at the moment. So we gotta go support the homies while they're playing a pain game.
Yeah.
Alright, in that case, Heidi, do you have any final things that you wish to say?
No. Thank you for today. We're really getting the system of going to collect resources down. We're gonna have a very nice home base soon. And then, hopefully as we branch out, we will also start grabbing materials for a very nice raft. Oh
yeah, the raft is basically the next big one. That's the next That's the next big option. All right, in that case, we've already saved, so I feel confident in what I'm doing. So in that case, everybody, we are going to go ahead and raid Falala. She is a lovely pink cat-themed VTuber who is currently playing only up which is a self-torture game, and that's all that I need to describe it as. I'm sure most of you know. So,
Oh, yeah.
So let's do a raid S and a raid F. All right, I will do my quick outro, and then we will head on out. So, everybody, thank you very much for sticking around. Whether you were chatting, whether you were lurking, whether you just popped in and out for a second, know that you were super appreciated. 33 people. Flawless gonna frickin' flip. You guys are
Let's
champions.
go!
All right. I hope that you guys are having a great day, afternoon, evening, or night, whatever time it might happen to be for you. Hope that you guys are taking care of yourselves. I hope that you are drinking plenty of water. And when you finally do sleep, whatever time that might happen to be for you, hope that you have a very restful sleep. Hiya, thank you so much for stopping by, for hanging out today. It was very, very fun. And as for you, bedheads and sleepy breads, I will see you guys at the next sleepover. See you at Flawless. Bye.